We go. Recording. Yes.
Thank you.
Recording is in progress. Okay, so it's midnight, and Lycasia, Tanya Muller, what have you been doing for the last couple of nights around here?
I would probably be partying every night.
Okay.
Yeah, partying, going to clubs,
That
meeting
makes
people.
sense. Eating people, did you say?
Well,
Meet people, eat people.
right. That's basically what I've been doing.
That's basically what you've been doing. Okay, fair enough. That makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
If you recall, our friend here, Sage, had requested you to do a sort of an investigation on how to put together some better security stuff at her sire's estate.
Correct.
So out of game, curiously enough, Barry's character also does that sort of thing. I don't know if you guys touched on that at all when I was out of the room.
No.
But I'm going to say
we watched the old the other video.
the last game. Okay, so you've seen what happened.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, that's good. That's good to know. So I'd like to basically say there's two ways we can go about this. Either you and Emmanuel are in sort of a situation where you're competing for Sage's money for this security thing, or you're kind of working together, which I kind of like more, to be honest.
Yeah, we can just work together.
It makes more sense. So maybe we could begin the game with a phone call from Emmanuel, or possibly a meeting. What do you think? Maybe
a meeting would be good. I like things done personally.
Okay, so where is this meeting to be had?
It can be in my office, maybe, or where do you think? In my office, is probably good.
So. All right. So Emmanuel, are you okay with that? If they your retainers set up a meeting at Tanya Muller's office?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Whereabouts is your office? What's it like?
My office?
No, her office.
It will be a
is it a high rise somewhere?
Yeah. It's
like
called
30th floor or something like that.
62.
62, the 62nd floor.
But actually, I want to find.
You got pictures?
Sorry. Okay, it's called why didn't I put the name of it? But anyway, it's London's biggest 62-story office building. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Isn't that the center point? I think that's the center point, isn't it?
I think so. Oh yes, correct. That's the one.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've actually seen it in real life.
Yeah. Oh, did you? It's pretty. It's pretty tall. We gotta have to
impressive.
Very.
Nice.
So
okay, so you head to the Centrepoint building then, Barry. Mr. Bishop, should I say? Parker's driving you along. So, would you like me to bring the car down and keep it in the car park, or should I stay here and idle until you return?
I think you should do the second.
Very good
idea.
All right, I'll just idle out here for a while.
I have a question.
Yes, my lord.
You've looked up her company's capabilities and everything, haven't you, Parker?
Of course, my lord. The dossier is in your briefcase.
Okay. All right. So what's your opinion?
Well, I believe that their information technology infrastructure is second to none. It's the company itself was started during the Cold War, or perhaps even earlier, perhaps even Second World War. And I believe they came out of, originally, between you and me, my lord, Nazi Germany. So there's a certain background with very serious business, shall we say. They exported to the UK after the war. Everything is above board, of course, not to say that there's any connections with the Nazis now, merely that they have family connections going back that way. At least that is as far as the Mullers are concerned. Our friend Tanya Muller is not listed as the CEO of the company. There's no records saying such. However, I did find a T. Muller on the board of directors who may in fact be a beneficiary of the estate.
All right. What's a criminal history? Human criminal history. Did you manage to find out anything?
Her criminal history? I do
Yes.
not believe there is any criminal history there at all, my lord.
Ah,
At least none that's been recorded.
party girl?
It's difficult to say.
Okay. All right. All right. And another thing. Yes, I'll invest in your soap company.
Oh, good idea, my lord. I think that's fantastic.
All right. You take out what you need.
Yes, sir. Here's the door, sir. Pulls up next to the front entrance to the Centerpoint building.
I get out.
Okay. So long story short, you wander in through the front door. You go past the security. They give you the once over. They let you in. You get in the lift, zoom up to the 61st, 62nd floor.
62nd.
Okay. And what does he see when the doors ping open?
Everything's just white, and there's a door in the middle, and that's where the reception is.
Right.
It's like a white table. Everything's all white, and then there's a lady in front, like literally the receptionist.
Right. All right. So you go over to the receptionist, I assume. And she is ready to receive you, I believe. And she points the way to Tanya's office. So Tanya, you're in your office. Are you at your computer or?
I am sitting in one of my couches,
Right.
just gazing outside.
Okay.
While
do you have, given that you're a security company
Yeah.
and you have that background, do you have like monitors and stuff? Do you watch
Yeah.
him come in the building and up the lift?
Yeah. So basically, at the back of so where I am sitting, because I'll probably have to draw this later on, but my desk will have about 5 computers,
Mhm.
so I can see all the cameras. But at the same time, I really don't care. But I can
Right.
see anything, it's everything happening in the building.
Right.
Because
Okay.
basically we put all, if I'm thinking this right, all the security in this building been done by us.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
computer is all the computer and all that stuff. So
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. So you see Emmanuel Bishop coming up. What does he look like, Barry? Emmanuel?
He looks like he's African American. He has no hair.
Okay.
He is well built, pretty handsome with a goatee.
How old is he?
He's about.
How does he look is more the point.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to. About in his 30s, early 30s,
Okay.
perhaps.
Okay.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing
Is it a business
most.
suit?
Eh?
A business suit? Or?
A business suit, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So he comes in through the door, I assume, at some point.
Okay.
And what does he see? What does Tanya Muller look like? Sorry to keep you on the side there, Charlie.
So basically she's got like a curly hair. She's not and curly side hair, and she's quite, let's just say about 5'7", 5'8". Very professional looking, like dresses all padded. Back in the days when everything's padded.
Shoulders.
Shoulders padding.
Right.
Yeah, shoulder pads. I need to find one of those.
Right. You look like a World of Warcraft character.
Yes. Tier 1.
Right.
A warlock. But anyway, sorry. So that's me, and basically sitting down, and I'm just gonna get up and just say hello.
Evening, Miss Muller.
Good
Nice
evening.
to see you.
Oh, nice to meet you. You're Emmanuel, correct?
Yes. Or you can call me Bishop, whichever suits you.
Oh, Mr. Bishop. I will call you Mr. Bishop then. So, what
Yes.
brings you here?
Well, you are one of the best technical security companies in the city, if anywhere.
Oh, thank you.
And my company needs that kind of help as
Well,
far as computers go.
okay. What would you be needing?
We'd be needing, I put a
Yeah.
prospectus down on the
Yeah.
desk.
Yeah. Okay.
This will show you what I will be needing. It'll make it more clearer to you than I can.
Okay. So I just look at it
Right.
and basically check that. Okay, I will get one of my retainers to deal with you and help you with this one. And if you need any help, let me know. And yeah.
Well, that was a fast meeting. Spent more time describing the elevator.
um,
So,
yeah. Do you have
what
any
kind of
questions?
things will you be able to offer me?
Hmm. What would you need?
I need nighttime cameras. I'd need um, computer access. It looks like the centuries are turning to the computer age. This is the computer age, after all. And I'd like to have the necessary people to fill my people in. I have technical people, but nowhere near as technical as your people.
And how many days do you need it? When do you need it by?
As soon as possible.
So you currently have a client who's requiring, um, you know.
There is a client I'm acquiring. Her name is um, Sage. She's becoming quite this thing as far as music is
Oh,
concerned.
okay. Interesting. And how famous is this stage you're talking about?
I foresee that she will become very, very famous, and it will be lucrative to perhaps both of us.
Interesting. Interesting. I would like to meet this sage. And I'll see to it. I'll see. I want to see what she can do and she can't do. I want to see. Yeah. But with your security and IT, I was shall we say, oh, we'll do it tonight, or do you want to do it tonight, or I can call someone.
When, whenever you are available is fine for me, but the quicker, the better.
Yeah.
Of course, in saying the quicker, the better, we require, I require the best that you can do.
Oh well. This is really interesting. How much can you offer? Mm,
How much?
mhm.
That's your department. Um, Let us put it this way. My version of security is physical. Your version of security is technical. And together, hopefully, the two will go very well.
I think so too. I would love to cheers on that. Would you like a drink?
Yes, please.
So I pour him. What do you want? I've got a whole selection in here.
You have. Uh, Something a little warm would be nice.
Would you like some Glenfiddich whiskey bourbon, or would you like? Do we know? Do we know that he's vampire?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Would you like some A O negative, positive, whatever you want? I've got a fridge for you.
Uh, yes, of course.
So I just gave him some.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, have you heard of? So, how long have you been developing your company?
Oh, this is my father's. He just
It's your
passed it on to me.
father's.
Yes. So
Uh, you enjoy obviously this work, or you wouldn't be doing it.
oh, I love it. I love it so much. So, old people, famous people, all my retainers and all. So money and all, lovely. Love to party.
Love to party.
Mm,
Your
yes.
partying doesn't interfere with your work, I
Of
hope.
course not. I've got people to do that for me. I don't have to do anything on my own. I just do everything what I want to do. And yeah, I've got people to do stuff for me. So if you want anything, let me know.
Oh, as you know, in the vampire world, sometimes they prefer the personal touch, and I guess that's where I come in.
What do you do apart from your security?
Well, ma'am, I stop people from hurting you.
I love that. I do have people for myself, but I would love to have more people to protect me. You and I will work perfectly.
I'm sure. Um, who do you security through at the moment? Your physical security.
Um, I've got my own. I've got my own. So I don't need any companies. I make my own security because I need to trust them.
So you mean SAS and Navy SEALs and all that sort of thing, then?
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Well, I can't really say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. If I can be of any help, of course, I would love to be.
Do you have a card with you?
Do I have a card? Yes, I do. And he
You got
hands
a
you
number
over.
as well. Oh, I'll get your card and then
It's on the
number.
card, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Sentinel Securities, it's got written on it.
Okay.
Sentinel Security.
Sentinel security. Okay, cool. It was lovely meeting you and cheers.
Should you need my help at any time, you've got the number.
I've got your number. Thank you so much for your offer. Now, I have to go to a meeting soon, so I'll send my retainers and my ghouls to help you with the security that you want me to install. And if you
Okay.
need me to be there, let me know. But I'm a very busy woman, so
Okay. As you wish. He
Right.
leaves.
So he leaves. Okay, very good. Charlie,
Yeah.
what have you been up to while all this has
Well,
been going on?
well, I
As it happens, here's
yeah.
a list.
Um, I've gone back to incognito.
Okay.
I'm feeling like I put a lot of myself in these songs of the last couple of nights, so I'm gonna go there and have a bit of fun. Top up my my blood. Drink some more
Cool.
people, get a little high,
Right.
and then yeah, just spend the rest of the time dancing like crazy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fair and reasonable. Can you make a
Yeah.
perception check? Perception alertness check.
Right. Let me just find that. One sec. Right. Oh, 6.
Six. Six
Yep.
successes. Holy mother of God.
that's awesome.
You
Eyes is so wide.
you notice after a period of time that you're being watched by a gentleman standing up on the second floor. He has long platinum hair and a long black cloak. It looks like business attire, but it easily crosses over into almost fetish wear.
Right.
And he's standing up there just gazing down on the crowd. You notice that he's got rings on his fingers and jewelry and things. And every time when the lights flash on his face, you notice his pale features and his piercing eyes. And he's just
Awesome.
looking at you from here,
Oh, just me, no one else.
apparently.
Okay, then I'm going to try without making him aware that I notice him. I'm going to try and go to the feeding room
Okay, so you move
Um,
through to the feeding room.
And I'm gonna wait just in case he comes through.
All right. When you're in the feeding room, you notice a familiar face, the one you recognize as Fergus, the axe.
The axe.
He's sitting over in the corner and he looks up at you as he's also carousing with some young ladies opposite at a booth. They look quite giggly and ready to be chomped on.
Oh.
Mm.
All right. I'll go up to him. And
Wow. And I have the pleasure of meeting you again, Miss, was it Sage?
That's right. And you are Fergus,
that's
the
right.
axe.
Well, some people call me Axe. Not so much the Axe.
Oh, okay. What do you prefer? I don't want to be rude.
Well, you could call me whatever you like. Fergus is fine.
I like Fergus.
I'd like to introduce you to Rosalie and Lisa. And they smile and laugh and giggle, and they're like barely of age.
It
might not even be legal in this place.
This is not like my friend Lisa. This is another Lisa.
This is another Lisa.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
There's many a Lisa to be found.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. It's nice to meet the both of you. Do you know a guy up on the second floor? He's got long platinum hair.
I could have a look for you. Do you mind looking after Rosalie and Lisa for a minute?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll stay. Hi, ladies.
Right. And so Fergus gets up and he begins to walk over to the archway that goes through it's like a short 10-foot tunnel that goes from one part of the club to the other, where the security guards are on the other side to stop people getting into the feeding room. And as he gets to the door and he's just about to start walking in that direction when he stops and you see him drop down to one knee. And he swoops his hand out and he says, "My lord." And then you look up around and you see this fellow, the platinum blonde dude standing there. And you are immediately hit with his majesty.
Oof. Do I roll against that?
You can choose to roll against that if you want.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Okay. Courage roll.
Courage. Okay. I've not set that.
Difficulty is 8.
Okay.
And you only need to use. You only need to make a check if you're trying to be rude, crass, or non-servile.
Oh, okay. Well,
But this would give you the option to, if you chose to, by making the check.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But would I still be able to make the option to do it anyway? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like I did with the other time. Anyway, okay. Now that I've got it all set up.
8, yeah.
8. Oh, that's not right. Oh, that did not work.
Okay. All right, you immediately are overwhelmed with this person's majestical appearance and aura of power. You could almost see the halo behind him as he stands in the doorway, framed by the tunnel behind and the light flickering in the background like lightning. And he looks absolutely majestical.
Should I hop off the chair to bow to him?
That's
or
up
curtsy?
To you. You can do that.
I'll do that.
You do that.
I'll curtsy.
He looks to you and he says, "Please rise."
All right, I'll rise.
He says, "I'm looking for my child."
Who is your child?
Tatiana. Surely you know her.
I do. I haven't seen her tonight. She wasn't upstairs?
upstairs. I did not see her there. Perhaps you would bring her to me.
I could give her a call.
Excellent. Please, if you will.
All right. I'll bow once more and then make a phone call.
All right. She answers the phone. Hello, who's there?
Hello, Tatiana. This is Sage.
Sage, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Are you still here at the club or what?
Yes, I am. There's a lovely gentleman here that would love to talk to you. What is your name, sir?
He snatches the phone out of your hand and begins speaking in some language that you probably don't understand.
Nope, no
Right.
linguistics.
You might recognize it as being potentially Russian or Romanian or some Eastern Bloc country like
All
that.
right.
And they have you hear a sort of heated conversation that lasts about 30 seconds. And then he passes the phone back to you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
We shall meet again, Sage.
Am I not allowed the pleasure of knowing your name?
My name is Soze, Ivanovich Soze.
I don't know how to spell that.
Ivanovich Soze, S-O-Z-E. Who I stole off Barry, by the way. Barry's played this character, but I've also played this character many times too. So we kind of share this NPC from time to time. It's funny old story, but credit where it's due.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Of course.
I hope you find her.
Thank you. And he withdraws into the tunnel and disappears. And Fergus gets up. Whew.
Oh.
I take it you've not met him before then.
No, that's why I asked his name.
He
also didn't want to be impolite.
Yes. He's the sire of the Primogen Counselor for Clan Ventru.
Oh.
He's also the sire of Tatiana Volka, who here is the enforcer, one of the enforcers of London.
He doesn't have a cell phone? I take it he's incredibly old.
He's quite old. I believe so, yes.
Yes.
I think he somewhat shuns these things, or perhaps he is toying with you. Hard to say.
Yes, he was watching me when I was out there dancing. So I don't know what that means. That's why I came here to ask you.
Who can say with these elders? They like to play games with people. They're so bored, I suppose.
Well, yeah. If you've been around for 100 years plus, then yeah, things can get quite boring.
I suspect he's a lot older than 100 years.
Yeah, me too. What about yourself?
I'm a lot older than 100 years.
Really?
Well, can't be helped. Passage of time continues to flow no matter what you do. You can't stay young forever, lass. You can try, though. So, what are your plans for this evening?
Well, I was here to dance and have a bite to eat, but I kind of want to get out of here and do something wild.
Wild?
Yes.
Ooh, what do you think that would entail?
Driving recklessly to somewhere high so we can see all the lights of the city, perhaps?
Somewhere high. Ooh, well, here's the thing about that. And out of game, I'm trying to think about where a high point in London would be. And I don't know the city well enough geographically to say. Barry, you've been there. Got any recommendations?
Oh, you're muted.
Can't hear you, mate. You're muted. Still.
Got this, man.
The Centre Point building is one of the highest buildings in London.
Yeah, but you can't drive up there.
No.
No. No, you can't.
Perhaps we can go there and
There are lots of high
sneak it.
buildings in London that you can drive up.
Drive up.
Their idea of a car park is not our idea of a car park.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
get what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Fergus says,
could
well,
work.
you know, makes a suggestion somewhere in town. You have a vehicle then?
no, I don't.
You don't.
I assumed that you might.
Well, you'd have to ride on my bike. I've only got one helmet.
We're undead. Do we need helmets?
But what if somebody stops us? What if it's the cops? What if policeman Plod stops us on the street and says, show us your license and registration, please? And why is this
When
lass not
we-
wearing a helmet?
That's when we just leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're very cheeky. I see
Mhm.
that.
Let's try and not get caught, shall we?
All right. So he takes you outside and shows you his motorcycle
Ooh.
and starts it up. He says, would you like to drive? Can you drive a bike?
No. But yes, I would like to drive. You know, I don't really want to crash, but how
Yeah,
about
I'd rather you don't crash my motorcycle. This
Hmm,
cost £60,000.
that's a lot of money. How about I drive, but if things get a little bit too hairy, then you take over.
Sure. All right. Do you know how to start the thing?
No, all right. quick crash course, shall
All
we?
right. So crash course. What you're going to do now is make a dexterity and drive check.
I'm totally gonna crash.
Crash the bike straight away after starting it.
All right, let's see my specialties. This requires being nimble.
Yeah.
Is that a yeah?
Good dicks. Good dicks,
Well, it
maybe.
is- It is a
I'm just
dex.
trying to see if it require if I can get
I'm not sure it requires being nimble so much as requiring a working knowledge of which order to do things.
All right, let's give this a shot, shall we? 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. You get
Yeah.
the bike going. Okay. You can make another check now.
You started
Okay.
it.
You're now cruising along through the streets of London and coming up to the first set of lights.
Is this being nimble?
No,
Okay.
stop asking.
Okay. Oh, 2
2
successes.
All right, you managed to stop at the lights. This is good. Fergus is impressed. Right. But you notice there's a couple of bikies next to you and they're looking over at you and they're like racking you up, saying stuff. You can't quite hear them over the noise of the motorcycles and what have you, but you get the impression that they want to have a race. And Fergus is like, he leans into you and he goes, do it.
All right. Okay, but you
The lights
okay.
change.
All
Take
right.
off.
I'll go too.
Driving check.
Yes. Oh god, here we go.
Would you like to spend a willpower point?
Oh, did I get a willpower back from dancing and taking drugs and stuff?
Had you spent any willpower at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
um,
did.
I haven't
Alright.
got it back yet, so
Alright,
I'm
you
trying
can-
to get back through.
All right, you can get a willpower point
Yeah.
back from that.
Excellent. And yes.
And yes, I guess. So
Yeah.
yes, I do get it back, and then I spend it immediately.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's
3 successes
4
plus
in
the
that
4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
oh, let's
getting up
go.
there.
Yeah.
See what they get.
Like actual professional drivers, perhaps.
One of them literally spins out and slams into a power pole,
Oh.
and you see them go hift off their motorcycle, smash the glass of a car parked on the side of the road. They're just laying there on the windshield, wriggling around. The other guy gets off his bike, pulls over there, and they start screaming at you, and they're shouting, and you just cruise off.
See ya.
But you can make, actually, as you're cruising off, you can make a self-control check.
Oh right, yeah. That is fair.
It's got split rings,
Sweet.
candy good patties or beef patties, and salad, and that's kind of it, really. Kind of like
Two successes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you smell the blood, and you have a moment where you're like, oh, you want to stop the bike and get off, but
I did win the race though.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try and stop.
okay, so you want to make another drive check.
Okay.
The difficulty's a little lower though.
All right. Difficulty
5.
all right. 2 successes.
Okay, so you stop the bike and you manage to flick the leg down as well.
Oh.
All right. So stand it up, and
Yep.
Fergus gets off. He goes, "What are you doing?"
I can't just leave them back there.
Or you
like that.
can, but you're not going to, are you?
It's what makes me still a human. If the feeling that I need to go back there.
Oh, lass. He watches as you walk off. I'll stay here with the bike.
I had a lot of fun.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So you go wandering off back to the crash site.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Fergus drive off.
That's
All right.
fair.
You get to the crash site, and there's this person still lying on the front of the car. The other guy is standing next to him with a cell phone, talking to emergency services.
Is your friend all right?
Oh, thanks to you. What are you
he
doing? What, are you out of your fucking mind?
He challenged me to a race, sir.
Oh, we've got to get him to a hospital now. He's going to die.
Yes, he is. I will
Look over and you see the blood all over the windscreen now, and he's quite broken up. You make another self-control check.
Okay. One success.
Oh, you kind of reaching out to put your finger in the blood. You find yourself putting your finger in the blood and bringing it up towards you to look at. It's a little bit mesmerizing.
Then
you catch yourself.
Well, I know some first aid.
In the distance, you can hear. Na, 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 na.
Okay, I'm going to. First aid? Yeah. I'm going to check and do what I can, and then as soon as I get here, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to.
Case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run off.
Sage Blackwood. Let me see your character sheet.
Yes.
Okay, so you have.
I have
1 dot in medicine.
Yeah.
So you can make a perception and medicine check first of all.
All right. 3.
3 successes.
Yes.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Okay. Right. So you can kind of see what's going on there. Obviously, probably concussion. Probably a few broken bones here, some lacerations, some other medical jargon that I'm not up to play with. So, but you know what it is. And if you want to do anything about it, you can make a wits and medicine roll,
right,
which is significantly lower.
Oh, what do you mean by lower?
Because you only have 2 points in this.
Oh, right, yes. 2 successes though.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to roll tonight.
Cracky dick. Okay. All right. So you go and you stick his leg back into shape, where it was sticking out at an odd angle. Knee was bent off on the side, and you crack his leg back into place, and he screams out and wakes up, and looks at you, sweating, bleeding. And then you can make another self-control check.
Okay. All right. 2.
3 successes.
Okay,
right.
yeah. What the hell?
All right. So basically, at that point, you manage to keep it together until the ambulance arrives. And at that point, you hit it, I take it.
Yep. I'm going to run down an alleyway or whatever it's like in London town.
Right. All right. So at this point, you can think about what you're going to do next and how you're going to get there and who you're going to call or what you're going to do that.
Mhm.
And I'd like to engineer a situation where we can fit the three of you guys together in the same place at the same time. Otherwise, my life is difficult.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
So here's my thinking on this, actually. Sage, your phone
Yes?
rings.
All right. Hello?
Ah,
This is Sage.
Sage, Benjamin.
Hello, Benjamin.
So I was wondering what the situation was regarding this house security, as I believe Mr. de Saint Bernard will be returning home shortly, and he'll be looking to know more about what it is that you have in fact arranged.
Right. For the mansion?
Of course, yes, the estate.
All right. I'll try and get back as soon as possible, and perhaps get in contact with Tanya and Mrs. Smith.
Excellent idea. Excellent idea. I'm sure between the two of them, they will have something well underway. Yes, very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
As soon as I can.
You put me at ease.
Mm.
Very well. Hangs up.
And I'm going to hail a taxi.
All right.
Hail a cab.
Hail a cab. All right. Black cab pulls up. And
To this address.
all right. So you're heading to the estate, I take it? Yep. Okay. So you're on your way to the estate, driving along. Do. So how's you doing tonight, lady? Madam?
Oh, I just saw an accident.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't anything too terrifying.
It battered me
Hey,
a
you
little
bastard. What, you fucking cut me off?
bit.
Sorry.
Right,
Sorry, happens all the time around here.
Oh, okay. Taxi things, right?
Yeah,
If you don't mind, I've got to make a phone call.
Oh, right, sure.
I do apologize. Then we can chat all you like. It's a bit of a drive. So yeah, I'll call.
All right.
I'll call Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Who's currently so out of game. We did some chatting and Barry has decided to
name?
use a different name.
Well, you'll have to tell me in character.
Makes sense. I was like, oh, where did the Emmanuel came from? Well, I thought it was John Smith.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me in character. It was all just a ploy.
Sound, Barry, sound, mute, you're on mute.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Parker, this phone.
Yes, my lord, I'll have to get it replaced. So.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, this is Sage.
Hello, Sage. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully. Kinda.
You done some more thinking about signing that contract, maybe?
Oh, your contract?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, could you perhaps make your way over to the estate so we can talk about it a little bit more? We just need to figure out what you would do.
Okay.
As
All
well
right.
as Tanya, when I get a hold of her.
Oh, you mean Miss Muller?
Yes.
Oh, you know Miss Muller, do you?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be over.
All right. Thank you. Feel free to bring that
Hey,
strange
wait
doctor.
a minute. Wait
Oh.
a minute. I've just realized something.
Hmm.
I just left her not long ago. Do you want to bring her up and I'll pick her up if she doesn't want to come in her own car?
Oh, I'll have to ask.
Okay.
Although that would be a good idea, but I'll
You
ask.
know the number. Of course.
All right, I'll chat to you soon.
Okay. Parker, there may have been a change in plan.
Yes, my lord, I heard that. Perhaps I'll just wind my way back to the Centerpoint Tower.
Did you have a look at their plan for the estate? security plan for the estate?
Haven't truly had a chance yet, my lord, but I shall do so.
Okay. I scribbled it out roughly, but it's still in my head somewhere.
Very well.
All right.
Yes, sir.
But I'd like you to have a look at it at some stage.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Okay. All right.
Right.
I'll call Tanya.
All right, Tanya, your phone rings.
Oh, hello, today's.
Okay. Hello, this is Sage.
Oh. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that he gave my number to you. Yes, what can I do for you, Sage?
I was hoping that you'd be able to come over to the estate. I've given you the address on a previous
Oh
night.
yes. I've given it to one of my people and they'll go. But do you need me to be there?
Yes, actually. As I've said before, we don't really, it's hard to trust people, you know. So if
let
you're
me
there.
have a look at my schedule. Maybe I can. Fine. I'll come. I'll go to your thing. Where I've got your address, so I'll go and get my car. And go there.
All right, please make sure that, actually,
Yes.
Mr. Smith, is his name Mr. Smith now or is it Bishop?
Bishop. It's
Okay.
Bishop.
Sorry.
We can.
Sorry.
Should we, Barry? Do you want to clear this up? Should we metagame for a moment and explain what's going on?
I've written down like Mr. Smith, so yeah.
So, like, out of game,
Hmm.
and stop me, Barry, if I'm disclosing too much. That's anything that you don't want disclosed.
Yeah.
Originally, like this character was going to be the child of a character called Mr. Smith, and the idea was that he had taken over his business.
Oh.
And so originally Barry was going to use that name as for his character, so that he could sort of continue that. But it's a little bit confusing trying to play a character that has the same name as an old character, because you tend to fall into playing that character instead of the character that you are playing. So we decided, after a bit of a conversation, that he would go with a new name, the actual character's actual name, to avoid confusion. So
Okay.
if that works for everyone.
Yep.
Hopefully, Barry, that's
Okay, that's good.
that explains what's going on. Cool.
Sorry. Tanya. Right. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I had the idea that his name was Mr. Smith, but it's actually Mr. Bishop. Sorry.
Oh yes.
It could be that he
he-
occasionally does use that name for certain deals.
Right.
So that would explain it.
He
Oh,
is
you
in
know
the
him.
area. Yes. He's in the area still, and he wondered if you would like perhaps a ride there.
Oh no,
If
no,
you're
no.
bringing
No.
technicians over, then
I've got my driver.
oh,
No, I will go there myself.
oh, okay. Let me know when you're there, because I have to unchain the fence.
Okay, I shall do that. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right.
And then I'll let Emmanuel know as well.
Okay, so you could just text
Yeah.
him that.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, this bitch doesn't want to go with you.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, so unless anybody wants to do anything immediately on the short term.
One thing.
Yep.
Parker,
Yes, my lord.
I
Yes,
want
sir?
you to find out, if you can, what security people Miss Muller does use, her company does use.
Where do you think I should begin this investigation?
Yeah, well, now, do I know that she has the sire she has?
I think you've been in London long enough, and you've probably been to court once or twice. So yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't say that then, because I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, because you've been introduced to the prince, right? Everybody here has been introduced to the prince at some point. You may not remember it very well, but you have.
It's what you do. Yep. Okay.
Right.
All right. So I won't ask that question.
All right, very well. So long story short then, about an hour later, people start arriving at Sage's location. And for the sake of brevity, we shall say that the doctor is in your car, Mr. Bishop, so that when he does come online, which should be any minute, he can just be waiting in the car, which is what he does do anyway when he's playing.
Yeah.
All right. So who gets there first? Probably Smith. I mean Bishop. I mean Emmanuel. I mean Barry. Whoever the fuck you are.
I've
The
got a
security
lot.
with no name.
Right.
All the names.
I've got a lot of false identities for different things.
Right. Makes sense.
All right. I do the whole. I contact Sage to let her know I'm at the gate because it's not electronic, which is a real pain in the
So
butt.
Parker texts you, Sage, just before he gets there, so you have enough time to get to the gate.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I'll be there. I'll be there shortly.
Sorry.
Yep.
Please hold.
Please hold the line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, Parker, I wish they made these electronic.
So when you get to the gate, Sage is standing by the gate, and the
Alright.
gate is open.
Points down the window and says, "Good evening, Sage.
Hello. Come on in.
Want to lift up?"
I still have to wait for Tanya.
Oh, that's true.
Perhaps we could
I-
all wait here, sir.
And well, we're kind of blocking the grate if we keep waiting here.
Well, yes, I could pull over to the side if you like.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So Parker pulls the vehicle over. What sort of vehicle are you driving, by the way, Bishop?
It is a limo.
A limo. Oh my. All right.
Because I'm here on business.
Right. Okay. So you're in a limousine. Very good.
Probably shouldn't have brought a limousine here. The roads are pretty treacherous up the driveway. And it's hard to back out.
There is a turning circle with like a round. You know how there's estates like in Downton Abbey and what have you, they have like a big
Yeah.
circular driveway right outside the front door. So there is somewhere to turn around up there, but you wouldn't want to try and turn around before there because everything is very in disarray, shall we say. There's a lot of weeds and stones and unkept driveway.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. Just waiting on her.
Right,
Okay.
Tanya. You can turn up whenever you want.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Right.
So we're basically driving a 90, I guess a Bentley right then.
Bentley, interestingly enough. That's funny. There's another Bentley on this property presently.
Oh, okay. I was actually thinking if I want Rolls Royce or like a Bentley, so I'll go with Bentley because
Bentley's
everyone knows
nice.
Bentley. So
Yep. All right.
and then
So this Bentley pulls up at the gate.
yeah, rolled my is it no, my thing has got the roller. Rolls down. I'm right here. Hello everyone.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
If you wouldn't mind going first, I'll hop in with Emmanuel. I'll lock the gate and then
Lock
we'll
your
meet you there.
gate. Don't you have electronic gates?
We're trying to catch up with the times.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
I can't really make any big decisions right now.
Oh,
My
who is
my
the owner
sire's
of
at
this
home.
house?
That would be my sire. Please.
Do I know him, mate? I'm sure. Do I know? I know his sire.
You know
her sire.
of him.
Okay. I know of him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Please go on up. We'll be there shortly.
Okay. So drive.
All right. So you guys drive up and you get to the front of the house and the big circular driveway, and there's stairs that go up to the front door. You've all seen Downton Abbey. It looks a bit like that. Right. But it's dilapidated. It's old. The windows are boarded up or broken. And everyone can make a perception alertness check.
Okay. Is this it? Oh wait, no.
Difficulty
That's fine.
6.
It's fine. Oh, okay, cool. That's 5.
5 successes, did you say? Or get Tanya 3 successes. And I'll roll up some Emmanuel Bishop perception alertness. One
It's
moment.
good to see that you're coming out of the car, Mr. Shipman, and not just sitting in there like you did when we were at the recording studio. I don't think you can hear me right now. Oh.
And Barry gets 1 success. What are you distracted by, Barry?
The fact that they need to work on that downgrade.
Right. Fair enough. Welcome, Luke.
Hello.
How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. Well, you turned up at the perfect time because I've just managed to get all the player characters in one place at the same time.
I'm good.
It's taken a bit.
I'll
of
just
bit of
pop
work.
out of nowhere.
Right. Well, as it happens, I've already said that you were in the car.
Oh, cool.
So you're with Barry's character
Easy.
in the limousine, and you've just arrived at Uther's estate once more to meet with Sage. But this time Tanya Muller is there too. Now you guys obviously know each other in real life, so that's cool.
And I
Sorry, I
changed
don't
my
know this
name.
I don't know who this is. Please pardon me.
What's that, Barry?
I've changed my name.
Right. So just for your information, Barry's character's name is now Emmanuel Bishop.
Because I got it all confused with the original character that I played with using that name.
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I threw Bishop on the end of your name too, so that people would know. Okay, so you get to the house and they all pile out of the car, I assume. Anybody not getting out of their car? No. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so everyone gets out of the car. You rolled your perception alertness checks. You can roll a perception alertness check too, John Shipman.
Sound again.
So Barry, you did get 1 success, which is just enough to notice something moving through the trees in the distance. However, who was it that got 5 successes? Sage. Well, Sage, that makes sense that you would get 5 successes because you see Thaddeus standing in the moonlight with blood on his maw, just dripping from his face. And he kind of tilts his head slightly as he sees the cars arrive, and then he shoots off into the forest again. Shipman, you don't see it, I guess. And Tanya, you will see this too. So you see this huge white wolf standing in the forest, looking down from the hill, and briefly you notice that its face is covered in blood. And it disappears and charges off into the forest.
Well, I'm going to go inside pretty quick. I'll make sure everyone hops in.
Okay,
I feel
so,
a bit more safer than everyone else, in my opinion.
yeah, fair enough. So you head on inside, and I assume you close the door.
Mhm.
All right. So tell us where we are now. By the way, does anyone bring their retainers with them? Does Parker come with you, Emmanuel, or do you leave him outside in the car?
I'll leave him outside in the car.
All right.
I've got Jojo with me all the time.
Jojo, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me about Jojo.
He is. I am going to show you a photo of Jojo.
Okay. You're gonna show me a photo of Jojo.
Oh wait. Let me have a look. Where is that photo that I sent? Charlie Mercy.
Is this something you've sent me before, or?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
But if I can
This-
find a photo.
This is a ghoul, I take it.
Yeah, very hot girl.
This is your head retainer, your hot head retainer.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Can I do this?
Yep. There's a.
so good.
You could do screen share in Zoom, or you can send
Oh.
pictures through the chat. There's a button to
Actually.
send files in chat.
It's not saved. Let me just save this. Wait, and then file.
Oh wait.
Computer.
We can share all participants. Yeah, you can share your screen too.
No. don't want to see what's in my computer. I was
Just
kidding.
share windows. You don't have to
I
share
was
the whole
kidding.
thing.
I was kidding.
We don't care if you've got all sorts of man porn all over your desktop,
Excuse me?
or girl porn for that matter,
Oh dear. Oh no.
or freaking animal porn.
I
don't
just
care.
put it on the chat.
whatever you're into. Okay,
That's
so
all right.
chat.
Fucking photo.
All right. Let's open this shit up.
I have to download this.
You have to
Come
download
on.
it before you can. Tedious, isn't it? Because she wouldn't share it with
Sorry.
us.
Sorry.
I know. It's not on. So now I've got to open my
Where the hell have
downloads
I
folder.
put it?
Oh my god. Okay,
Downloads.
fine. I'll share a fucking screen.
Is this Richard 1?
Here we go. Ready? I'm sharing this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, share.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Okay, so that's what he looks like when he's half naked.
Has he got green hair?
Yeah,
I assume
got
he's
green
wearing
hair.
clothes right now, or is he
Yeah, of
sort of
course.
half
Ah.
draped over? And
It's just
Shit.
basically like just a little.
he should have been a toreador. But okay, yeah.
Nah, he's wearing some clothes, like
He's wearing clothes.
tux and like sunnies and
Okay, so
sunglasses.
he's got a suit and sunglasses on. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And he's a retainer. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. So he's just standing there with you. He just comes in, and I assume he's got like a bag or something. He carries your purse.
Oh my god,
Wow.
it's like next level. No, yeah, no.
Okay, he carries his own bag.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so he does have a bag. Does he have a weapon? Does he carry a gun?
yeah, he does carry a gun.
Do you carry a gun?
I have a little mini gun, like
Like a
you know,
snub
those,
nose?
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys head inside through the kitchen to whereabouts you go to? Some sort of to the ballroom, the waiting room,
So,
the kitchen,
I wouldn't mind
the library.
being somewhere where people are able to sit and relax.
Okay,
So,
so
like a lounge.
okay, so there's a lounge, all right, and you go into the lounge and you can see the moth-eaten curtains, and there's a few lamps that have been set up on stands and what have you that are running off batteries. They look a bit like this thing actually,
Ah,
and also this thing.
What's
they-
the
The
Are they going?
LEDs. Are they going?
should I turn them on?
Benjamin has arranged this for you
Oh,
because he's so kind.
yeah.
And so you have this kind of organized because there's no electricity in the house per se. You those of you that are in the know might sort of think, might be time for a generator. Might be time
What?
to get a power generator, an electricity generator. Anyway.
So at a game, is this house like kind of what does it look like? Sorry, what does
So-
the house look like?
Going back again, you've seen Downton Abbey?
Yeah, no, I
No?
don't know.
Okay,
Maybe.
hold on a second. I'm going to look up a picture. It's,
Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is it just kind of like really old? Or...
it's very old. It's
Okay.
very dirty.
Mhm.
It's very much in disarray. Actually, Downton Abbey is a bit too flash.
Well, I will pad down
Go.
the pillows for you if you desire. You look like a person that would probably not want to have not want to sit on anything too dusty.
I must say this is quite interesting. Jojo, can you please give me my handkerchief, please? It's a bit dirty in here.
And Jojo does, of course, take out your handkerchief and hand it to you. He says, anything else I can do for
This
you,
is
man?
dreadful. This is so dreadful. And you want us to put security in this house? Did you say?
Mhm.
Oh God.
Or
I think you
ar-
need to literally
around.
just
Oof.
ooh, okay.
Well, that stepped up a notch.
Right, but
Like
that's
kind of old.
this is what it should look like.
Yeah.
This is not what it does look like. All the windows are busted or boarded up. Some of the chimneys are smashed off. The top level is broken. The roof itself looks like it's been ripped and it's leaking. One whole side of the house looks like it's just been through hell. It may have even been bombed during World War II, and nobody's repaired it.
Oh, God.
In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I love that idea. There's actually a bomb sitting in the one side of the whole house that's just been
That's
sitting there for 50
beautiful.
years.
I sincerely hope that's deactivated.
You assume so.
Oh,
Nobody.
I love it. Love it. And you want us to put security in this house? This house needs to be bombed, honestly.
Oh, it already has been bombed. There's a bomb in the.
Oh, literally, you need to take
there.
this thing down. I do not like this. The security is not going to work in this place. You don't even have an electric gate. How
I'm sorry, but you've come into the place that I live and you've insulted it. If you don't mind,
honestly,
please stop. All right. Yes, we would really like security here. There's big gaping holes in there. Anyone could come in at any point.
Exactly.
That's
Okay.
why we need you.
Okay. You know what? This is going to be a lot of work. This is going to be a lot of money. So, Emmanuel, you've got the plan, don't you?
He's deep in thought. Oh,
He's finding the press to talk button.
Fortunately, ladies, I have something in mind. Now, if your sire is as old as this place, there are definite places that he won't want disturbed and he won't want played around with. Could you bring your retainer? I believe his name was, what was his name again?
Benjamin. Oh, her retainer or his retainer?
Benjamin, yes.
Right.
I believe his name was Benjamin.
if you don't mind, please stop. I mean, yes, Benjamin is his name. However, he's not just a retainer. He's a person to me. All right. If you want to say my friend,
I really understand where you're coming from. Believe me, Parker gives me the same feeling. Now, why I say we should have Benjamin here is because Benjamin would be able to give us advice on what can be improved, what his master wants improved, and where we can go and where we can't go.
all right. That's fine. I will go get him. I look to Mr. Shipman and say, please don't nosy around. Thank you. And I will walk out.
Doc, isn't that terrible? You do it once and people just make you remember it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I can deal with it.
So Shipman, Tanya, and Bishop, you are all standing in the this dining room right now.
And I'm
Or
not
sitting.
caring what I sit on as long as it's.
Yeah, there's these moth-eaten couches and what have you.
Yeah.
Coffee
I'm sitting
tables.
down on Jojo's lap. I am not sitting in anything.
Jojo,
Filthy.
Jojo, right? Should have been a Toreador. Hilarious.
Oh,
Jojo is
great.
managing to keep a straight face throughout this, as if this is totally normal and expected.
I phone Parker to bring in the sketch of the area that I did, so we can discuss it with Benjamin.
Yes, my lord.
Parker, would you
Yes, sir.
bring in the map, please?
Of course, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Where should I bring it, sir? To the front door? Will you meet me there, or should I?
I basically tell him where to come.
He says, my lord, the door is currently locked.
Okay, I'll meet you at the door. Okay.
All right.
I
So-
go there.
As you're going to the door, and Mercy, you're on your way back with Benjamin. Sorry, Sage.
That's okay.
I'm gonna get these mixed up from time to time. So Sage, you're on your way back with Benjamin when you bump into Emmanuel Bishop and just Emmanuel Bishop heading towards the door.
something wrong,
Uh,
Mr.
uh,
Bishop?
I'm just going to get the security design that I wanted to show Benjamin, see what he thinks,
All right.
and of course you. All right. Oh,
Benjamin
no.
says, perhaps I can help. Are you heading out to the car, sir?
Yes, my retainer is bringing the maps to the front door.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
assuming you don't want any more strangers here than you need.
Of course. I can
Would you
retrieve the
like
map
to meet my
myself.
retainer?
In fact, I'll tell you what, Mr. Bishop, I will retrieve the map myself from the door from your retainer, and then I will have an opportunity to meet your famed Mr. Parker and return with the map momentarily.
Thank you, Benjamin. That would be most appreciated.
Lady Sage, is it
Mhm.
in the dining room, was it? Or the lounge?
The living room, the lounge, yes.
Very well. The smoking lounge.
The smoking lounge.
All right. Very well. So a few minutes later, you all gather together in the smoking lounge, and Benjamin returns with the outline. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, he says as he comes in. So, thank you all for gathering here. I do greatly appreciate this, for you coming on behalf of my domitor, Uther de Saint Bernard, and Lady Sage, of course. I shall hand this over to you, my lady.
What?
Says he passes you the map.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll put it on top of a coffee table or something.
Right. I'm, of course, here to answer any questions that you might have, but I feel that it's not my place to lead such proceedings.
Benjamin, you know Uther better than any of us. Definitely
Well,
myself.
I am but a humble servant, my lady.
Got to stop saying that.
Looks over at Tanya and what's his name again? Jojo. Tanya and Jojo, and he kind of coughs and then looks back at the group. Yes, yes. So, as you can gather then, we clearly need some security here, and I suppose we'll begin with the installation of electricity. However, I think it pertinent that we do not draw electricity from the grid, and thus I suspect the best option might be to obtain some sort of generator or backup generator.
Emmanuel unrolls the map and says, have you a basement area?
Yes, my lord, but it is somewhat off limits. It's not a place that I am prepared to give over to strangers. This is a place very private to his master, to our master.
As I suspected, there would be places that are private. Have you a map of the house, and could you point out to us these places which you don't want touched or entered in any way?
At this point, I only have this rough sketch, which he passes out. And he points out some places there. He says, I suggest strongly that you do not go to this end of the library where there is, in fact, a V2 shell in the end room. This could cause the entire east wing to collapse if it were to go off, and there might be some casualties. So he shouldn't want to see that happen. I suggest places for the generators might be here, and he points to some storerooms and, that sort of thing.
All right. Does your retainer
Master?
I didn't want to use the word master, but
Domitor?
Does your domitor have an area in the building that he covers and hardly anywhere else? Does he limit himself to a certain area?
I should not think that he limits himself at all, my lord.
Okay.
And I would not be privy to such information if he did.
Because...
Benjamin, I could ask him.
Yes, yes. Excellent idea.
These weakened areas have to be strengthened. There is no two
Oh,
ways
boy.
about it. If you want proper security, you're going to need to strengthen the weakened areas.
I agree with Mr. Bishop.
Otherwise, they will gain access to these weak points.
When you say they, I'm a little curious as to who you mean.
Well,
Intruders, I assume.
Yes, people need security to keep certain things out.
Yes.
Yes.
There's
And
one other concern that I do have with this business. Obviously, we're going to be looking at some sort of security system. Will you want to install, and he looks at you, Tanya, will you have a control room here on the property, or will it be remote?
I would love to have one remotely. We'll probably do it remotely so we can watch wherever we want to do. So basically, we've got a plan for all of that.
Excellent. And as for the gate and what have you, I'm sure you're planning some sort of electronic security system. Will you have a physical guard? Are you planning an actual security guard? Or because I suspect Mr. de Saint Bernard would like to keep things as low key as possible on the outside.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, we won't put actual security guards. We'll just have securities. We'll probably have a control room for so that someone can be in there to watch over the cameras and open the
of
gates.
course, we'll have a secondary control room put in this area here, if there is an area he sees,
Right.
that can watch over the first control room.
So how many people exactly are you thinking of having on the property at any given time?
Well, on the property, none. I was thinking the secondary control room could be are they technically able enough to make it like I've got it at my buildings, and they can watch from my buildings what's going on in the control room in his house?
You could do that. Yeah, that's what I was saying before about
Yeah,
remote.
like that. That's what I'm
control
trying
system.
to say. Yes,
That's what
It'll
she's
be
saying.
good to have at least one in here. One to
yes.
look up here.
Would these monitors be recorded or just live?
They would be don't you
Recorded.
think? Yeah.
They'll be
And-
recorded for a whole week and then get deleted after.
Yes.
Unless you want more, then we'll need more storage, and that's money. That's
Excellent.
money, baby.
And
Everything is money.
and also, we would
Shipman's
make
just sitting here quietly through the whole conversation.
we would make the
I'm the
control
doctor.
room. We would make the control room so that it was small enough for you, Benjamin, to control completely by yourself.
Oh, I see. More work for me. Excellent.
I think Benjamin doesn't need anything to do with that. I will just bring one of my retainers and do it for you.
One moment, my lady. When you say bring one of your retainers, as I do say, the objective here is to keep staff to a minimum.
Do you have anyone that you can actually hire? They can learn how to do all these technologies.
I must admit, I probably would prefer to do it myself if it is possible.
Okay. Well, there you go. You can do it yourself.
Why, thank you. Now, there is one other concern, and that is this property has something of a guardian. Some of you may have come into contact with our guardian here.
Yes, Benjamin.
Now, for those of you who are in this room, I should expect this name never leaves this room. His name is Thaddeus. Thaddeus needs to have full and complete access to wherever he wishes to roam on the property, including the house. So I should expect that whomever is controlling the security system from remote or whatever is aware of this fact and is absolutely trustworthy and able to give and grant access to the wolf as it moves
That's
about.
fine by me. That's fine by me. As long as you know the wolf. Is it
Yes,
that one that I... Oh, never mind. Never mind.
correct.
You probably could use pressure plates throughout the building so the doors could open for him as soon as he came
That's a
in.
good idea.
Would
But
not
other people
such
could use
plates? Yes, they would be easy to trigger for others, would they not?
No,
Oh,
not,
we can
not if they're
actually...
made for him, his
Mhm.
weight in particular.
They would have to be quite big.
He is quite big, yes, they would have to be.
You wouldn't want them accidentally triggered by anyone else or anyone that was to learn his weight or guess his weight.
That's a good point. Tanya, you got anything that...
Well, we are trying this little experiment where maybe our security will open for specific blood.
What about? I've seen it in the films. Perhaps there is some sort of cornea, facial recognition, some sort of software, some paw
Yeah.
print,
That's
something like that.
pretty much what we are going to be doing. We'll just do that. Facial recognition or paw prints or whatever it is with that wolf that you've caught.
Yes.
Yeah, that...
Oh, and you got muted. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Can't hear anybody.
You got muted.
Barry, are you talking?
No,
I'm not sure.
no, I wasn't talking, I
I'm
was
not
thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough then. Fair enough.
Doc, is there anything we could anything you can suggest along the medical lines that could help us with that kind of thing?
I mean, he's a doctor. What can he do? What can he do?
I mean, I think he's a pretty distinctive wolf. I've seen that firsthand. I think you could be able to have some detection with your cameras to just pick him up when he comes past, I imagine.
All right.
Speaking of your profession, my lord, Benjamin turns to you, Mr. Shipman, Dr. Shipman. He says, perhaps it would be worthwhile us stocking some form of panic room or something with medical supplies here.
I think that's a good idea.
Do you have any suggestions in that regard? What might be useful? And
Oh, I think we can get a big fridge. We can get a bed with an IV line. We can do lots of things. I can pretty much just scrape the hospital for everything and get basically a makeshift room set up here.
sounds perfect. If you would undertake that proceeding for us, that would be of great value, I believe.
Where here on the map would you like this room to be?
Well, we'll have to consider it, but I think perhaps here I shall speak with our Lord, Mr. de Saint Bernard, and perhaps he will give us access to some of the underground facility.
All right.
I think that would be a perfect place for such a control room and a makeshift hospital room, etc. An infirmary, perhaps we should call it.
You're more than just a pretty face. You've done this before, huh?
Once or twice, but not in these times.
All right. Does he require a vehicle of any sort? Because that I can cover.
My lord does not tend to travel by car or vehicle these nights so much, but it might be something he might consider.
I was thinking there's an old interesting vehicle out there that I wouldn't mind the challenge of putting back together again.
You're talking about my Bentley, my lord.
Yes.
It works perfectly fine.
You wouldn't like some extras, maybe?
Well, what sort of extras are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking bulletproof glass.
Something from James Bond, maybe like the missiles that fire and explode other cars.
Now, my lady,
Oh.
don't get carried away. Surely
Though-
these are cinematic
though-
tricks.
Though that can be done, I'm sure your master would not. That would not be his scene to say.
That would be my scene. Fine.
No offense, no offense, Sage, but I kind of wouldn't leave you with missiles somehow.
But there's been a bomb in our house the entire
No
10 years
missiles,
I've been here.
Sage.
And
No missiles. No missiles.
hasn't gone
All
off
right.
once.
Maybe a little bit of armor, a tiny weeny bit of armor, and tires that don't go flat.
A Hummer?
I do have one, but
Like a Humvee, like one of those American military vehicles?
I don't think that would be your master's style, do you?
Perhaps not, but possibly a large 4x4, something nondescript could potentially work. Another option, actually, I'll tell you what he might be interested in. Consider this: a truck with some sort of container unit on the back, like an articulated truck, like a Mack truck.
I think we could manage that. What would he need in this truck?
Well, I would leave that to him as to what was inside it, but as for the truck itself, it would probably need to be nondescript. It would need to have all of the modern accessories, etc. The containment unit itself, I would put into your hands, and that would need to be fire hardened, bulletproof, and capable of surviving several orders of magnitude of explosion.
I'll leave that kind of thing in the hands of my retainer, Parker.
Very well. I'm sure that is a contract we can probably sign off on today.
Good. He once worked for MI6.
Mr. Parker, truly?
Yes.
Why?
And the SAS.
Oh, very learned then.
Yes.
A good man to have around in a tight squeeze.
Oh, yes.
Very
He
good.
saved my life more than once.
Excellent.
Yes, we'll get that contract to you.
Very well. Sage, where did we leave off your recording contract business, by the way?
Well, we had a montage at the end of the session,
right,
where it was a whirlwind of doing
whirlwind of activities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you've signed all the contracts. Now, have you been given a schedule yet? And when does it start? I can leave that up to you if you'd like.
I'll say that they're going to send me it.
Send you details about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
I don't know.
And Mr. Shipman, do you have any plans that you would like to set underway during this session?
I think the only thing I'll be doing then is just getting this stuff sorted out for this bunker.
Right.
I'll start moving stuff across.
Right.
I guess I kind of like to acquire a hearse as well. I'd like to try and get a hearse. Yeah.
Okay. How are you going to go about that?
Probably go to the morgue, or like the funeral home that sort of links with the hospital, and
you
just dominate someone's mind to get them to give me a hearse.
Get them to give you a hearse, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to work on that. Very good. So that can be your downtime activity, is acquiring a hearse. What are you up to in the background, Tanya? What's your sort of downtime activity at the moment?
Sorry, what was it?
what's
I'm
your
so busy,
character's
on my phone at the moment.
What's your downtime activity? What do you do? What are you doing at the moment? Like, what's your character's main project besides this meeting right now?
Um, I this is interesting. I actually have no idea at the moment. Honestly, she's just too busy on her phone at the moment with the meeting. I
Right.
actually, do we have like,
Does she have like other clients?
yeah, I was gonna say like that's what I'm trying to think is like literally I've got other clients that I have to like look after and all that stuff. So
Right. So you're dealing with
I
several
don't,
clients at the same
although
time.
I don't really want to deal with them, so it's basically me like telling schools and retainers to like make sure that
Right.
these are all sorted. I don't want to do any of
Right.
that.
So you're basically so you spend a lot of time on your phone palming off jobs to retainers.
Mhm.
Right. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're sort of delegating.
Yeah.
She's very good at delegating. That's her superpower, is delegating. Okay. I get it.
I'll let Jojo to delegate as well.
All right.
Benjamin,
Yes, sir.
have you got a painting of the house as it was?
Interesting request, my lord. I should have to consider that. A painting. We do have some paintings about the house, don't we, Sage? Up in the library, there are some paintings wrapped up in plastic that someone has organized at some point. I'm fairly sure it was a few decades ago I had that done.
Well,
Oh,
that's the way we need the place to look.
Really, my lord?
Yes,
Why
What?
so?
because at the moment it sticks out like a sore thumb. People are always interested in places that are falling down and they look mystical and spooky, and it makes too much interest.
You think so?
But
But
something that looks like it belongs to somebody with influence, they keep away from.
we'd
People,
left this place this way for a long time for the exact opposite reason.
Then I'm surprised you haven't been entered before now.
people have always left us alone.
But once again, if you have too many holes, then there are too many ways to get in.
He has a
Well,
point.
we can consider this. I'll speak with Monsieur de Saint Bernard.
Of course, if he disagrees, I will more than adhere to what he wishes.
Yes, I would be surprised if he wanted to update this place. It has been in this state for some time. I believe that is the way he likes it.
If
But
that
then
is,
Monsieur de Saint Bernard changes very slowly, and he is a stickler for the old ways.
he's a bit like Parker then. Believe me, Parker's a stickler for the old ways.
I see.
Yes. There's a certain kind of soap he's interested in at the moment that's been around for ages.
Soap.
Yes. Long story. Haven't
It's,
got the time to tell it.
it's not imperial leather, is it?
Actually, it is.
Oh, oh my god. Oh, well, Benjamin is a huge fan.
He's
Isn't he,
talked me
Benjamin?
into investing, Benjamin.
Imperial leather. Yes, I do
Yes.
like the stuff. Yes.
Yes. He's talked me into investing.
Well,
Yes.
People
Benjamin,
will always require soap. It is a safe investment.
Yes, that's true.
It's what you might
That's
call
true. And
a
that's
clean
what
investment.
Parker keeps telling me. It's exactly what Parker keeps telling me.
Yes.
Okay, so find out from your master what he requires, and we will give him what he requires. It
Very
is
good.
it is possible to make the front look as it does and secure it. It just takes a bit more work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to know as well when is this going to be done. We need to do it as soon as possible, don't you say?
This is when we have to wait on the
The other
master
issue
of the house.
with all of this is that we will need as few workmen as possible. And we certainly do not wish to have cranes and machinery and things that might disturb the wildlife here. There are birds, for example, nesting in the upper quarters and the chimneys that we do not wish to disturb. This
We
sort
will
of thing.
work discreetly for this one, if you want.
Yes, of course. Discreet is the watchword.
It's easy. We will work discreetly. And when do you want this done by?
Wow. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Otherwise,
Have it, Benjamin. Your jokes are not falling on. They don't understand, all right?
Deaf ears, yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
As
It was
soon
a
as
good
possible, my
try.
lady. As soon as possible.
Yesterday.
So I have to reshuffle her whole diary.
To get it done by yesterday. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I shall call one person that can do this for you.
Mhm.
And it will be discreetly done.
Very
And-
sound.
Dania, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How long have you been what you've been? What you are now?
Probably time for me to leave, says Benjamin. He gets up. I have things to attend to. And he turns to you, to Sage. He says, do not forget, our master shall be returning soon.
Soon, like tonight?
Possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow, maybe the night after. It could be a week, but he has said to me, and in his words, soon.
All right.
I did not go so far as to question this.
If I was to message, if I was to message him,
How would you do
in
so?
quotes, my ritual,
Right.
would he be okay with me interrupting him?
It depends what he's doing.
Okay.
I will look into that. There is a certain time frame which might be suitable.
All right.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted you guys.
Miss Muller, can I speak to you over here for a minute?
Right over there.
Yes, over here in this dusty corner. Yes.
Oh, okay. Jojo, please.
They're all
Please,
dusty
Jojo.
corners.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Jojo, please. Anyway, yep. We're in the corner.
How long have you been, well, a vampire, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh my dear. Why? Why do you want to know? Why do you want to ask?
Well, it's been my experience, and believe me, my experience hasn't been that long either, that people like Sage's sire, they prefer the personal touch, like you in person.
Okay.
And that way it helps your, don't ask me how, but it helps your vampiric reputation. If you personally help somebody like this person, somehow it will get around, or he'll introduce you to the right people that you need, which is what I'm trying to do. I suppose you've already figured this out and are quite aware of it. And I don't wish to be rude, but I thought I'd bring that up.
So do you want me to put the cameras?
Not,
Is that what you're trying to do?
not literally you, but that you might be around in the odd time to supervise and make sure it actually
Oh yes,
happens.
yes. Don't. Yes. That is in my plan. That's why I'm here.
Huh.
Honestly, I did not want to be here right now, but because
Just
I
think
have to
about
put
the
my face. Yeah.
think about the notoriety that you'll be getting from doing something like this, even if it is only vampiric notoriety, which is just as important. So,
Don't worry,
and
Mr.
of
Bishop.
course, you'll be working for me as well, I hope. Did you look at
Excuse me,
my?
can you say that again?
Did you look at my prospectus?
Are you saying me to work under you?
No. I didn't mean to put it that way. I am sorry. I gave you a prospectus of what we need doing. Did you have time to look at it?
Oh, yes. This is quite a little bit pointless now, but I tell you, I will be here. I will work for you, but I will never work under you. You perhaps will be working under me, maybe, but not me under you. You'll make clear.
Whichever makes the job go along smoothly. And
And I'm happy
you
with
know,
that. Well, I'm here to supervise, make sure everything's gone well done. So.
and you look very good at it.
Oh, thank you.
I just thought you might like to know. And
Flattery, the key to a lady's heart.
Okay, and he walks you back to your seat, be it
Jojo,
ever so
sit down.
flesh-like. Yeah,
Back to Jojo, the seat.
yeah.
Right. Very good.
Oh, I will see you to your seat if you.
Just imagining you riding out on George.
Hey,
So mean.
definitely gonna ride that,
It's like
Jojo.
rains, just like
Shocking. Right. So Benjamin's gone.
Benjamin's shown us, Doc, all the access points, so we're on the map. Do you think we need to put that room?
Who are you talking to? Oh, that's
I'm
what you've
talking to
asked.
the doc.
Oh, right.
or where are we going to put this room?
Yeah, where on the map do you think that room needs to go? Especially seeing it's medical.
Sorry,
Well-
do we actually have a map, like an actual map of this house?
Well, we
or-
have a roughly drawn picture.
Out of game,
From-
you do not have a map.
Out of game. Oh, okay.
From
In
what I
game, you have an
understand, it's all
imaginary
going in. It's all going in one room, isn't it? It's going to be a panic room.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
want to make a map, you can though.
Oof.
I'll be
I mean,
give you experience points if you do that.
normally I'd think to put a panic room down below, but I've heard that we shouldn't go to the basement.
Well, we'll have to ask.
Yes. Didn't Benjamin
Also,
say he was going to talk to his master
Hmm.
about that sort of thing?
Tanya,
Hmm.
your phone rings.
Is this my today's phone or my personal phone?
This is your personal phone.
Ah, okay. Sorry. Hello.
Tanya, this is your sire's voice.
Oh, hello, today's. Well. We talk.
Yes. There is a problem. You're going to need to sort it out.
What? Of course. What is it? What is this problem?
There is a shipment. Dockyards. Princess Wharf. You need to be there immediately and see
Right
what's
now?
going on. Yes, right now.
Oh,
There is a
okay.
particular load of equipment that has been purchased by your recent friend, Mr. Bishop, that has gone missing. You are now responsible for dealing with him as our client.
Okay. Okay. I will go now.
If you need any more information, do call.
Please, I will.
I
do.
will make myself available to you for the remainder of the evening.
I will probably start walking out, and then
Okay.
start asking him questions like, "What are the? What is this? What am I supposed to be? Or can I meet you?" Or-
Out of game, what he
Yeah.
basically informs you is that Mr. Bishop was importing a container load of weapons that were to be
Right.
sold to some mortal underground
Yep.
group
yeah. Okay.
in
Yeah.
London. And that particular shipment has been broken into and stolen from under your noses, like your sire's nose, your organization's nose. that stuff has basically just been lifted. So somewhere you're thinking it's probably some inside job.
Right. Okay. Oh God.
And right in this particular instance, Bishop is your client.
Interesting. Okay. Wait. Okay. So he ordered all these, but it's missing?
Yeah, it's been basically your organization was supposed to ship the stuff to Bishop, but while it was getting shipped to Mr. Bishop, it got stolen from underneath your noses. So it's a little bit embarrassing for you right now.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Right.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I have to deal with this.
Mr. Shipman's gone invisible.
No, it's fine. That's okay. I will.
It's back.
Okay. So I start walking. Start walking and didn't tell anyone that I was leaving. They just kind of probably saw me like
so you just walked out.
Tanya, we're still...
I am busy at the moment. I am going to leave. I have more important things to do. I am out. You guys, I'll be back. But I need to go. And then I start walking out.
And Jojo's like, we'll be in the car.
All right.
Yep, and I'm out.
Okay, so these guys leave.
And so yeah, we're in the car. I start swearing. Fuck. Oh!
Do you want to make a self-control check?
Self-control check. Here we go. Oh man, that's 4D. I didn't do this other traits thing.
What?
Oh no, because remember when on the other game we've got everything set up.
Right. Yeah.
And so I haven't set that bit.
Oh, you just have to drop
so
it down. It's just a drop down. Yeah.
What is it again? D10.
Self-control D10s.
D10. So I'll go 4 D10s.
What you can do.
Oh, okay. It's 18. It's 14. What is it?
One success.
Wow, 1 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is it in your car that you smash? What is it that's precious that you smash?
I probably a glass of wine. Oh, sorry, a bottle of wine in here.
What do you smash with the bottle of wine then? Because the bottle of wine is not precious enough. Like I'm thinking of like a laptop or a phone.
Oh, that's true.
Or
Oh wait, sorry. This is a very expensive champagne. Okay.
Right. Okay.
It's a very expensive.
But you don't drink champagne. You drink.
Oh, that's true. No. Oh fuck. Okay, it will be my laptop. It'll be my fucking laptop, my IBM laptop.
Right. So you smash it over your knee or something. Yeah. This is sort of a semi frenzy, a momentary. You catch yourself at that point, but you've realized you've just smashed your laptop across your knee, and you're so fucking angry right now.
And it literally just as soon as I literally ruined, I was like, "Fuck! Oh, this is so frustrating!"
You notice that Jojo doesn't even flinch. He's seen this all before.
And I started punching Jojo's like arm, like literally, this is not fair. This is not fair. I don't like this.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So what are you guys doing in the house right now? Well, this is all going on.
It would appear it's up to you and I, Sage and Doc, until she comes back, that is.
Oh.
Well, I'd like a ride to the hospital, please.
I can provide that, Doc. Sage?
Oh.
I don't need a ride to the hospital, but thank you.
Sage, have you, no, I realize you don't need a ride to the hospital, Sage, but that contract we talked about. Would you like to sign it or not sign it, or?
Really, I have to wait for Uther to arrive. He should be the one to sign it.
I'm not. I wouldn't be working for Uther. I'd be working for you.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
If you need a few more days, I can understand. But
Let me
I
talk
have
to him
other
first.
customers.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, give me like another night.
All right. Damn, that reminds me. I've got something coming in tonight. I'll have to check on it.
Something.
Okay, so you don't need a lift anywhere, Sage?
No. What time is it?
At this point, it's about 3 in the morning. It's getting, getting close to the point where you'd want to stay home anyway. Either you'd want to be making your way home or you'd want to stay home. It's not a good time to start going out.
Yeah. I think I'll stay.
Okay, Doc.
Close
I'll get you to the hospital
my bed.
and I'll get me to my home base. Right.
All right. So while you're considering these things, Tanya, perception alertness.
Thank you.
-1 success. All right. Okay. So why are you not noticing what's going on around you right now? Why is your attention so focused? I guess you're just so angry, as you say.
I'm just so angry, and I'm just angry. I'm just on my phone.
Okay.
Just my phone. I just can't be bothered.
All right. So you're currently trying to track down details of what the fuck's going on, what happened.
Yeah.
Right. And so at this point, you've discovered that this container shipment was moved off a ship. It was a Russian ship that was moving things from the Ukraine down to London. It came via Stockholm, which I'm assuming is on the sea. If I'm wrong, I'll look pretty stupid, won't I? And yeah, basically by the time it got to London, the shipment, the container had been ripped open and all of its contents had been removed. Security camera footage seems to have been wiped. So the footage from the actual ship itself has gone.
Question there is, was it our cameras and security that was installed on these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
All right.
And
big fail right there. You don't want that information getting out there, do you?
Exactly.
Right.
This is so annoying. Yeah.
Should I make another perception alertness check?
Yep. Perception alertness. Why did I remove it? Here we go. Hey,
3 successes. Well, at that point, you notice the large white wolf standing on the back of the car behind you because you felt the car go boom. And there's this huge wolf just sitting on top of the rear of the car, like on the boot, the lid of the boot. And it's kind of looking. Yeah, you just look over your shoulder. I don't know if you're sitting in the car. Is your car like with how limos have seats that's face backwards and forward?
Yeah. It'll be one of those Bentley that's got like 2, so you can actually see. Yeah, they can actually climb up by the boot, so I can see them.
Right.
And I'll just be like, literally scared, but at the same time,
You
holding on Jojo.
You feel the car rock as it walks up over the roof of the car.
And just staring.
Walks down onto the bonnet and looks in through the front window. At that point, you notice something in the rearview mirror flicker just a sort of flicker in the rearview mirror, and then you see a figure standing there, wearing this beautiful robe, Timascus colored or patterned robe. And it's a male figure with gray hair, thin gray hair around the top of his head, an old weathered looking face. And he steps forward, and you hear he says something, and then the wolf turns, looks at him, jumps off the roof, and goes bounding off into the woods. And then this figure walks towards the car and stops by the door.
Can I see his face?
You can see him from the neck down because he's quite tall, and he's standing
Okay.
next to the car, right next to the car door.
Does the robe look familiar to me?
Nope.
Have I seen it? Okay, I haven't not seen it.
No.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm just gonna wait. What is this person's gonna do?
This person does nothing. They stand by the door and waits for you.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold,
They
because I've
seem
got that minigun on my minigun on my bag. I'm just
Okay.
holding onto it.
so you take out your gun.
I don't take it out. I'm just holding it inside
Just
my bag,
in your purse, right?
in
or
my
your
purse,
bag.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
put your hand on it.
yeah, and then one hand will be putting the window down.
Okay, so you put the window down. Bzzz.
Yeah.
Right, and you look up at this figure, who's what's he look like? He looks a bit like Anthony Hopkins, a little bit like him.
Googling. Sorry.
Googling
I'm
Anthony Hopkins.
bad with names. Please don't judge.
Oh, you've
Even
seen?
Luke knows this.
He's kind of a young, well, not young.
Oh, this guy.
mid-
Oh, this guy. Okay, yep.
Right.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
The guy that played Hannibal Lecter
I was
in the
gonna say like,
original movies.
yes.
Yeah. But he's wearing a robe, like almost. It's not a bathrobe. It's just
Yeah.
something old looking, old traditional looking robe with these very shiny purple and orange and red and blue colors woven through it. All very quite regal. And he looks down at you and he says, "Greetings. And who might you be?
Good evening.
I see you are acquainted with my dear friend Thaddeus."
Interesting. My name is
Indeed.
Tanya. Tanya Mueller.
Has
And who
anyone
might you be?
taught you to stand in the presence of your elders?
Oh. So
After
I-
all, this is my domain. You are on my property. He steps
Oh.
back away from the door to give you some space to get out of the car if you so desire.
yeah, I will put my hand away from. I'll take my hand off my gun,
Okay.
and then, but still kind of like, where's my purse? And
Yep.
then get out of the car. Jojo tries to get out of the car, and I just kind of like, it's okay.
All right. He stays.
So yeah, and I go.
I am Uther de Saint Bernard. This is my property here. What are you doing upon it? I expect you have an invitation to be here.
I am trying to investigate a situation at the moment. I am
That
so
is not
sorry.
the answer to the question that I raised. Why are you on my property?
I'm so sorry. I did not know this is your property.
You did not know this was my property.
No, I'm so sorry. I was not told.
He looks at you and he says one word, "Igigi." And as he says that, this whirlwind of air rushes around you and picks you up off the ground and lifts you up about 2 feet in front of him. And he says, "You will answer my question, wretch, or I shall boil the blood within your body. Now, why are you on my property? Do not test me."
And then I tell him the story I just told him that I have to be here because there's something stolen and I have to investigate it, and because it's business. Everything's just business. Nothing to do. I don't even know you, but now that I know you,
So
I am
you
so
you,
sorry.
you so out of game. You're blurting the other story that is actually not the reason why you're here, because you're here to investigate the security alarm system, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
But you're telling him the other story because you're scared and shocked and
Yes,
surprised.
exactly.
Okay. All right. No, that's cool. I'm just being clear that
Yeah.
if
I'm
you wanted
literally
to,
like, I'm not saying the whole, like, that's what I know. I'm like not telling him the real story. Like, literally, I'm just like kind of blurbing around everywhere
right.
when she panics. So
He drops you on the floor and you just fall to your knees on the floor. I see. Now, Sage, where is my child? Sage.
oh,
He puts his
she's at
finger
home.
under your chin and tilts your head up towards him.
Mm.
Where is she? And
She's
my retainer, Benjamin.
they're at home. They're at home.
You need to begin answering my questions directly, young lady.
They're at your place, I'm guessing. Are you?
Now, out of
They're at
game,
the house.
you're parked outside. Just to be clear, we'll make sure that we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
You were in the car parked out the front of Uther's house on
Yeah.
Uther's property.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
they're.
next. And these
I just
guys,
tell him that. Yeah.
right? So they're inside the house.
Mhm.
So they're inside then. I
Mhm.
see.
Correct.
Take me to them.
I've got work at the moment that I need to investigate.
Picks you up once again, plucks you up off the ground into the air, and sends you sailing across about 30 feet into the wall. A bunch of stonework crumbles around you on either side of you, and dust picks up off the wall. You find yourself sort of landing there amongst a few
Yeah.
weeds and rocks and things.
Yeah.
I will not ask you again.
Oh my god, I'm so okay. So I started like getting up, literally trying to dust everything that's in my thing.
Quickly.
Okay. I shall take you to wherever you want to go.
Take me to my child.
Do you want me to be there? Can I be left alone in here? I mean, you can take my car.
I'm confused. Why would he need your car? You're at the house. All
Oh,
you
shit,
need
sorry.
to do is walk up the fucking drive, up, open the door into the house, and
No,
go up
what
the
do-
stairs.
You can
you
ride
have to do.
Jojo into the house.
Literally, you have to walk 50 feet.
I'm just going to shoot myself now. Just okay.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
Maybe she's just freaking out and confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
She's just literally scared at the moment. She's never been attacked like this, okay? So please, her head is literally nowhere at the
All right.
moment.
He looks down at you. He says, "You worthless wretch." He steps across your body. He goes into the house. Goes up the stairs.
So, if that plan is all right with your sire, that'd be great.
Jojo comes to
but-
comfort you and give you blood and stuff, and is trying his best to make you feel better.
But if you
I'm
just
crying.
check,
Just try crying and bawling my head like I've never been like this. I've never been hurt before. This is so
Sage, if you'll just check that's what he requires, it'll be great. All
So-
right.
While you're having this conversation upstairs, Sage, you see Uther walk in. He just sort of storms in. He doesn't look like a very happy Uther either.
Oh,
He turns to you. Sage, who
Yes,
are these people here? Who are these kindred? And who is that on my driveway, sobbing in the garden?
sobbing. Well, this here is Mr. Bishop. We have Mr. Shipman over here. They're
My
working
lord.
on our security. The woman outside, I assume that's who you're talking about, is also working on our security. Oh,
She
actually,
is not
Mr.
doing
Shipman's
a
a doctor.
particularly admirable job at present. She is crying in the garden.
Well,
If that is the level of security that we're expecting from her, then I suggest you find a replacement immediately.
I wonder why she's sobbing.
I expect you will not be bringing these kindred to our home too frequently, Sage.
No. Benjamin's told me that it's probably wise if I find my own place so that you can have your privacy.
An
And I would have
excellent
to agree.
choice.
But I will miss you. Can I have a hug? I haven't seen you in a while.
He looks at you. He says, another time perhaps. Presently, I am not in the vein.
All right. I'm sorry for bringing all these people in.
Please clean out the garden, please. As
All
soon
right.
as you can. He says, I shall be indisposed for the rest of the evening.
All right.
Meet with me just before dawn.
Okay.
And he leaves. He turns, disappears through the archway out into the great hall.
I thought you wanted security.
We do, yes. Well, it's probably something we haven't yet spoken to Uther about, and he might not be comfortable with it, but it seems like a necessary precaution. If you guys can wait here, Dr. Shipman. Don't nosy around, okay? Oh, and I will go downstairs and then I'll help.
Okay,
Tanya.
So when you go outside, you open the door. Tanya, what's going on now? You've had about 3 or 4 minutes to deal with things. Where are you at now?
Oh, I'm just literally getting in my car.
So getting in the car.
Yeah, I'm getting in the car.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be telling them to take me home.
Oh, wait. I'll run over.
You'll see my makeup like going like really down.
Oh. Oh god.
And it's like I've literally like dirty, dusted, and like, like just scratched up and shit. So yeah, Sage, I need to go home now. What do you want?
Are you all right?
I am not okay. I am not okay. I've got things that's happening at the moment, business stuff that I have to worry about, and then this guy shows up, start throwing me here, right here in center, and then yeah, so
That would be my sire, Uther.
oh
I apologize if he hurt you.
no, it's my fault. I was not in my head. I am distracted with other things. I was not informed, and I just literally, I upset him. I upset him. And I was just giving him lots of gibberish words. So
Well, give him the night. Maybe if you ever meet him again,
what did he
be
say?
honest with him.
What did he say?
I won't go into that. I think it's best if you find a way to get past your injuries and the night and what you were talking about with the whole stressful situation you were talking about. Whatever.
That sounds amazing. I think I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. So I gave her like a little, like, kind of little pat and thank you, my
I
dear.
think I should give you the pat.
I just kind of like, and just kind of hold her like face, like, thank you, my darling. I needed that. And then just kind of, let's go, Jojo. Let's go.
Jojo's
Take me
really
home.
hot. You picked a good retainer.
Oh, Jojo is just one of them. If you want to meet someone else, I'll give you one. I've got a whole collection of them. Let me know which one you want. I'll take care of you and start winking.
Oh, okay.
If you want a male or female, let me know. I'll get into you.
I'm just gonna go back in the house now.
Okay. I
Bye.
might go home. Probably have a glass of blood wine.
Doc, Doc,
Yep. Hello.
take your nose out of the plane. I think we should get going.
Yeah,
man.
I think so. Yes.
Well, we'll continue with the plans that we got until these ladies figure out what they're doing with themselves. Come on, I'll give you a lift to the hospital before I go back.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're not wanted here. So yes.
I get that distinct impression. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to hit me with a brick.
How old is Sage again?
I look 18.
You look 18.
Yeah. Look young. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Tanya, you
Yes.
probably at this point, I'm going to make you roll an intelligence check. And what's it going to be? It's going to be, it won't just be intelligence. I'm going to have a look at your character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh man, the bloody thing won't open. I have to refresh the page.
And a smut.
What would it be? Intelligence and streetwise, actually. Intelligence and streetwise.
None.
No dots or no successes.
Wait, hold up.
You would have at least one, I think.
Yeah, I would
you
probably.
would have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
definitely.
Like intelligence, at least.
Oh
Right.
yeah. No. I do have at least. Whoa.
God is punishing me today, I can
Yeah.
tell.
Her life. Here we go. Oh, did it work?
Did it work? Did it work?
Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, 2 successes.
Yay.
Yay.
Two
It's really good.
successes. Okay, so the things that you realize as you're traveling back to your haven. Firstly, the first one is that the shipment that has been lost is probably worth upwards of $5 million.
Pounds?
So it's a lot of money that's just
Yep.
been stolen, essentially. Secondly, the reason that there's got to be a reason why Thracius has put you in charge of dealing with this.
Yeah.
And the very least of those reasons, according that you can figure out, is that he doesn't want to be the one suffering the embarrassment of having to tell the client
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah. Exactly.
But at some point, you probably do have to tell the client.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
Right.
just literally like trying to figure out things first.
Right.
So see if I can investigate it myself.
Okay.
And maybe I'll tell.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. That is all.
It is all too.
All right. So Smith, or rather Bishop, something that is on your journal at the moment, and your to-do list and your calendar, is in the next 24 hours, you're expecting to receive notification that your shipment has arrived from Stockholm.
Okay. Okay.
It does, by the way, it includes certain replacement rotor blades for a certain helicopter that you've been trying
for
to...
God's sake. Parker,
Yes, sir.
the doc wants to be dropped off at the hospital.
Of course, sir.
And did you put the money in for the investment of the soap?
Yes, sir. I have
Good.
done so.
How
So
much are we talking?
Well, I began small, just a few $100,000.
Okay. Now, we are also expecting that shipment tonight, aren't we?
Well,
Or
it could be
today?
tonight, tomorrow, anytime in the next day or so, but I believe it should be clearing customs in the next 48 hours.
I wish we could insure a shipment like that.
Well, we have certainly paid for it.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
I understand our contact with the Board of Trade, the Primogen elder of Clan Bruja, has organized it for us, has he not?
Yes, and their security should be excellent. I can't see anything going wrong with that lot.
No, exactly. Should be safe.
Mind you, I do wonder about Tanya. I wonder,
Why so?
well, she's, how can I say it? What would you say, Doc? Interesting?
She's a bit all over the place, to be honest.
Yeah. It looked like something went terribly wrong. I wonder what it was. Yeah.
Well, I did see there was an incident that occurred outside. I was privy to witness from the privacy of the car.
Oh, vampire goss. Yeah, go on.
Well,
You were saying?
you don't very well. Well, whilst I was watching from the shadows inside the vehicle with the tinted windows within the vehicle, I did see a large white wolf leap upon the vehicle that she was within with her very friendly friend Jojo, and walk about upon the roof, which might well have been the source of her initial concerns. However, moments later, a figure appeared on the driveway. I didn't quite catch him coming, which is surprising because normally I have very acute eyesight, and he seemed to appear out of nowhere. He then encouraged our dear friend Tanya to step out of her vehicle, at which point she did, and some conversation, which I was not privy to, the actual conversation itself, ensued. But some very strange and odd things happened. I'm not quite sure how, but he seemed to have lifted her up off the floor, off the gravel, a few feet higher than himself. Some sort of trick. I'm not sure how he did it. And then he cast her into the stone wall by the door, and she landed by the pot plants and the weeds. She was not very pleased about that at all. More terse words were spoken. By this time, I cracked the window open slightly, and I heard something rather unsavory uttered as he stepped across her body and into the house. At which point I saw the lady in question return to the vehicle, rather upset.
So that would have been Uther, I imagine.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Take note of that, Face Sparkle. We might be seeing a lot of it.
I do hope not, my lord.
Yeah, well, I was thinking the same thing. You know, I was on the verge of saying, who the hell are you? But I kept it to myself. Okay. Doc, when you get there, I'm thinking of doing one of these safe rooms that you've been talking about. Might be an idea to get some of that stuff for me. How much is it going to cost me?
At this point, I kind of want to call Bishop.
Okay, so Bishop, your phone rings.
Oh, but
Hello?
Bishop, it's me, Tanya.
It
Sorry,
is.
Doctor.
I'll go and sit in the car.
How are you doing?
I am good.
Oh, good.
Are you busy at the moment?
I'm just going to drop the doc off at the hospital and no, I'm not busy.
Do you mind? Okay. When you drop off the doctor, do you mind meeting someone somewhere with me? It is about, what time is it now? Sorry, what time is it?
It's about 3:45.
Okay. It's gonna be morning soon. I would like to talk to you about something very important.
You would.
Mhm. I do.
Where would you like to meet? Your offices, perhaps?
Yes, my office. My office after you drop them off.
At the Centrepoint building.
Yes.
All right.
You know where my office is.
Oh, yes, I do. I do. Okay, I will meet you there.
All right. So
Apparently, Doc, I have a date. And look, there's the hospital.
I
That
just
was
jump out
fast.
the window.
jump out the window.
Get out.
Well, we can chat about this safe room.
Do you want to
Safe
come
room
for a
later.
ride?
Oh, you're right then.
Twist my arm.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's some blood in there should you need it.
So
Parker,
there's a little
Centre
mini
Point
fridge in the
building,
back
please.
of the car. Center point again, sir. Very well. On my way. All right. So you guys get to the center point building once more.
Up
just let
in
him
the lift.
All right. You get in the lift. You're heading up in the lift towards Tanya's room, and pause. Sage.
See?
So what do you do after they leave?
I'll go up and see Uther.
All right.
Yep.
He
Sage, at this stage, I'd just like to say
The stage?
it was nice knowing you and all that, and really,
What?
you're a good person. Whatever happens here, I just want you to think of yourself as a good person. All right.
When are you saying this?
Bye.
that was out of character, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so
Definite.
you head on up to the library and you find Uther. There's a large table, and you notice there's this tapestry that he has rolled out across this huge table in the dry part of the library. And it seems to have been stitched together in places, and he seems to be poring over it. And he looks up as you come in, and there's this kind of fairy light centered above him in the room.
Ah, I'll come in and have a look, if that's all right.
Sage.
Uther.
child.
Yes.
Greetings once again.
Is now the time?
Very well.
I'll go up and give him a hug.
He wraps his arms around you, and his cold, dead fingers touch your neck briefly.
I'm also cold and dead.
There you go. All right. And he says, must we always continue with these relic behaviors of our mortal shells?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. You know, I'm still quite young.
It is not important.
Oh, all right. What are you looking over?
Also, something not important. Not
Clearly,
to you.
if
Not yet.
you're-
One day, perhaps.
I would like to be privy to this. It looks amazing, whatever you're looking over.
Things to come, things of the past. Have you heard of the stories of Gehenna?
I read a bit about it in the Book of Nod, which we have around here somewhere. Somewhere in these.
That is not the true Book of Nod.
Oh.
The true Book of Nod is something yet unobtained. I seek its pages.
Is that what you've been doing this entire time?
Oh, yes, and more.
Have you found any?
Some, but you will never speak of them.
I won't. However, I am incredibly curious.
As you should be. Curiosity, my child, is why you were chosen.
Yes.
So, you've been working on our security.
Yes. It was Benjamin's idea, and I point to him.
I'm sure it was. He has been nagging me for some time now in these directions, and I have given him some slight suggestion of compliancy. Thus, I approve of some improvements. It seems the times have changed.
Yes.
Benjamin has
certainly have.
mentioned that your friends wish to refurbish our entire house. I'm not so keen on this idea.
Yes, we are talking about it, and obviously we want it to keep its
Charm.
rustic. Yes, its charm.
There are
We want to keep
spirits that reside here, Sage. Ancient spirits. I should not see them banished with these newfangled technologies.
the birds,
Not just the birds.
the rats and the pipes.
Oh, them too. Yes.
So the spirits are animals, or are they anything else?
I shall leave that to your imagination, Sage.
Right. Well, it's running wild now. Ah,
Whatever it is that you can consider or conceive of, you can only know that it is yet not nearly as terrifying as the reality. Best you do not consider it too deeply. Not yet.
I look forward to the day that I'll be open to these things.
Yes. There will be tests and trials ahead.
That's scary.
I have tasks for you.
All right. Pen and paper. What can I do?
I think the time has come for you to begin to integrate with society. here.
Yes.
And this shall involve your leaving the nest, per se.
I know.
It is a sad thing, surely, but it must be done. I should like you to find a place, a haven of your own, and do to it what it is that you intend to do here. Take all the liberties you wish. Indeed. And then I shall visit and see how these things work. And perhaps then you will convince me to install further securities and things in this old place. Perhaps that is the way. Now,
I think that's a good idea.
whilst you are in your newfound position among society, I should expect that you would get to know the other kindred of the City of London, that you would develop networks and friendships.
Are you sure that's all right? We are not really accepted. I've been trying to keep the things that make us secret.
I understand your reservations, of course. There are merits to the acquisition of power, and these things need to be accomplished, not for the sake of mere power, but for the sake of survival in the long run. One thing I have learned about, he looks down at the tablets and the tapestry. I do not believe these prophecies are entirely fabricated. I fear that such a time of the thin blood may in fact be a reality that may come, and I should hope that we are prepared for such a time. If it were to occur, one would want to be prepared for any number of disasters that may befall us. Therefore, one might prepare for these future events. And in doing so, make contacts, learn things, hoard things.
All right.
Obtain experiences.
Okay, I will.
And also
hmm.
live out at least one fully human life within your span.
Oh, right, yes. Well, in that case, it's another 60 years.
And when you are done with that, then we shall talk about learning about prophecies and deep thaumaturgy.
When I leave, do you mind if I take something of yours?
He looks about for a moment. What? Not Benjamin.
No. Although, don't tempt me.
You will need to find your own Benjamin.
I mean something that I could use to contact you with. It requires that spell often requires grabbing one thing that belongs to you. So if you don't mind, can I take something? A button?
He says, I have the thing that you need.
All right.
And he says to Benjamin, he looks at Benjamin and they exchange a glance. And then Benjamin leaves, comes back with a small broken mirror.
Wow. What is the significance of this item?
You wish to know everything, don't you, Sage?
You've taught me well.
I shall tell you in time. Now be gone. I have things to do before dawn.
Okay. I
Right.
have sleeping to do.
Yes. All right, cut back to you guys coming out of the lift into Tanya's office. Doors open. White room.
I'm actually standing in front of the reception table.
Okay. Right, so Tanya's
Literally
literally standing in front of the reception. Okay.
And like literally, Mr. Bishop.
And you notice that Mr. Bishop has the doctor in tow.
I haven't dropped the doctor off yet. I hope you don't mind.
Not to third wheel here, sorry.
I'm sure what you have to tell me, shouldn't be a
I
secret
thought I
between.
could be alone with you, but it's okay. Come in my office.
Yeah.
Please come in. Can I offer you something?
No, thank
Doctor.
you.
Doctor, Mr. Bishop? No? Okay.
No, I'm fine.
Nope. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I am just going to cut to chase. I start walking towards Mr. Bishop, literally.
Clip, clip, clip her high
Click,
heels
click,
on
click,
the
click, click,
on
click,
the
click,
floor.
click, 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 and then like hold his hand, both his hand, literally just kind of like
so
this.
she takes Mr. Bishop's hands in her hands.
Yeah, and my hands kind of like just hold on to it.
Right.
And literally like, how tall are you?
He's fairly tall, I would expect.
Fairly tall.
6'2", 6'3", maybe?
6
4?
6'4".
Okay.
6'4".
All right.
Holy crap,
Okay.
he's huge.
It's humongous.
Wow, he's a giant. Okay. Don't get too
It's
excited.
like, no, I am not. He's no, don't worry. I'm not excited.
A
I
Chernobyl
literally-
meltdown.
And he's going, because it's not often somebody grabs his hand and
He's got
unless they're going to
big-
toss him or throw him down on the ground or beat him to death or yes.
Does he have like calloused hands? Are they scarred hands? Are they
Yeah,
smooth baby hands?
they're not baby, they worked hard in their lifetime. Yeah. Yes.
I need you. I need your help. And I have to apologize.
I'd be glad to help. How can I help?
I have to be honest with you right now. And
I'd appreciate it if you were.
there's a shipment that you're waiting, correct?
Correct.
It's missing. And then I sat like holding his hand. It's literally like I need your help. I think my company's not good enough for the security. The camera is all gone. I'm very serious.
What do you mean the security, the camera, they're all gone?
So we installed all the cameras in this shipment so we can monitor everything, and it's gone. The recording is gone.
By the way, I found a picture of Tanya just so Barry can see what she looks like.
That explains so much. Okay.
Right?
All right. Got it. if you want to see what Mr. Bishop looks like, there's a program called SWAT.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That guy.
Well, you've got a token on your screen too. They can see your token.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, the main guy. The main
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway. Sorry.
It's just nervous laughter,
Next Jojo.
obviously. Yeah.
Jojo's just lost his job.
Yes. What about you lost your cameras and you lost your
It's not the cameras that's missing. It's the recording.
the recording?
The recording.
Oh. May one know what was on the recording that you lost?
Who took your shipment?
My shipment.
Yes. It is not there. We could not call back. We could not pull the recordings of the time that was gone. It was gone. I think myself, this is an inside thing.
You lost my shipment. Is that what you're saying?
I start like walking back.
He stands up. You lost my shipment? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. 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 Your shipment is missing.
And you have no recording.
No.
One of the top security companies in the country has no recording of the event.
It was deleted.
It was deleted.
Someone deleted it.
Someone's deleted it. And what do we do about the millions of dollars that shipment is worth? Tanya, what do we do about it?
I can sort it out for you.
You can. You can get that shipment back for me. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will do it.
Yes.
But I need your help.
You want me to look for my own shipment? Is that what you're saying? You're saying, Doc, did she just tell me she wants me to look for my own shipment?
No, I want you.
Yes.
To investigate.
Isn't that looking for my own shipment?
My own company.
You want me to investigate your company?
Yes. I need your help. It looks like I might have had someone inside, an insider. And I can't
she wants you to
anyone.
PI it.
But you're supposed to be one of the top security companies in the whole country.
And I can't trust them at the moment. What happened right now? I can't. I need someone.
Think about it. She wants to remove her own bias from the situation.
To totally get Emmanuel to make a self-control check.
Actually, yes, I totally agree with that. Emmanuel, you do need to make a self-control check.
Yes, chaos.
Yeah. Thank you. I was busy saving pictures of Uther's mansion.
An important moment like this, and you're saving pictures of his mansion?
I'm listening. I'm sorry. Make a self-control. Actually, I have to do it, don't I? God damn it.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Damn it. Okay, all right, here we go. Emmanuel Bishop opening up your character.
It's going to look like.
Self-control.
Oh my goodness.
What's your self-control, Emmanuel? Oh, actually, luckily it's 5.
It doesn't mean anything until you throw those dice.
Correct. That's correct. 0 60s.
Sorry if I'm coming down too hard on the acting, people.
No.
That's 1. That looks of it. Oh no, 2.
2.
Yeah. So I can only see half of it. But yeah.
3, 8, 10, 3, 5.
Yeah, 2 successes. Okay. It's some of it's for show. because you want to make her feel this, your rage, but you're genuinely fucking pissed off, I assume.
Mm.
But you're able to control it. You can moderate it as much as you want to. You're not losing control.
Do you realize there's a helicopter part amongst that lot that I've been trying to get for years? And I finally had it. I was that close to... Doc, you got any kind of drug on you I could use? Anyway, now, listen. All right, you want me to investigate your company?
Yes, I'd pay you. Or you're in your debt.
That would mean a boon then, would it?
So out of game, boons, vampires, boons are big deal. Big deal.
Okay. Let's talk about this later. For now, there's more important things, especially for your shipment. I'm just more worried about your shipment, and
You're not as worried as I am about that shipment. I have people that wanted that shipment. Now I can't give them that shipment. What do you suggest I tell them? Whoops, I lost it. Where did we lose it, by the way? At what point?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to investigate. But the thing is, we can actually investigate where the recordings got cut from and to when.
I would need access to all your employer details. Everything. I would have to tear the guts out of your company. Would your sire allow me to do that?
It's my company. It's not his.
Oh, believe me, it's his. You may not know that yet, but it is his. Talk to him first, and then I will tear the guts out of your company and find out where and who did this. Are we clear?
Yes, that's no problem at all.
Oh, good. Doc, I'm going to drop you off now, or she'll learn to fly again. So let's go. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you leave. So Jojo sort of tries to ask you if you wanted, a hot towel, actually, Doctor, but this is you're on your way out.
Oh, yes, please, Jojo.
He gives you tongs and passes you a hot towel.
Thank you.
Offers you a glass of water or anything. Mint. Oh, no,
thanks.
You don't need a mint.
Yes.
All right.
So they leave?
Yep.
Do they leave?
Yeah.
I am going to punch the wall.
Okay. How hard are you going to punch the wall?
Very hard.
How much potence do you have?
I have one.
All right. So with your point of potence, can you make a let's just call it a brawl. Dex, strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl.
With an automatic success on top of this from the potence.
2 successes, 3.
Okay. All right, you punch a fucking huge chunk of concrete out of the wall as they leave. They may or may not hear that as they get on the lift. Or do you wait for them to be completely gone first?
Oh no, they can hear it.
They hear it? Okay. So as you leave, you hear the smash through the, coming from down the corridor back where you came.
Do you have any contacts in construction there, Bishop?
Sounds like it. Okay, we get to the car.
Mhm.
Parker.
Yes, sir.
There will be no shipment tonight.
No shipment, sir. Why so?
They lost it.
He looks at you a little bit confused. They lost it.
Yes.
It'll be tomorrow, sir?
No, they literally lost it. Someone took it.
Parker kind of leans back into his seat. They lost it, sir.
Yes.
Who is they exactly? This is Lord Thracius's people, I assume.
Yes.
This is the stuff that was destined for.
Yes, that place we don't talk about.
Yes.
Yes.
Redbridge job.
Now, Tanya would like me to investigate her company.
Investigate her company.
Yes.
In order to discover the leak,
Yes, the hole.
the whole.
Hopefully
see.
matching the one she's got in her wall. All right, I didn't do it, Parker. It wasn't me.
That's a relief, sir.
All right, I remember the rules. I remember I can't break anything in anybody else's sanctuary. Parker,
Yes, sir.
once she has talked to her sire about this, if he wishes the investigation to go on,
Yes, sir.
and he wishes us to do it, tear the guts out of the place, find out everything you can about everybody, everything, every form of transport they use, which is mainly shipping, isn't it?
Well, I believe so, but I'll find out once we have
And
access to their records.
they say they have, the film is gone. It's been mucked around with. Do we know anybody who could make it, bring it into fruition if there's anything left of it?
Depends what the situation is, sir. I would need to know more details.
Okay, all right, we'll go from there. And if Lord Thracius is having any kind of trouble with this business, how much money have we got?
Well, that's a very relative term, sir. Liquid cash, underground cash, legitimate cash? Are we talking about assets?
Can we buy them out?
I doubt it, sir.
All right. Can we get an interest in it? Can we invest in it?
That could be possible. You might be
'Cause
able to leverage that if these people owe you money.
someone's got to help Tanya.
You might be able to gain shares in her company this way.
All right. Let's do it and do it in the right way. I'll
Well,
talk to Lord Thracius about it
very good then.
tomorrow night. Can you make an appointment for me?
Yes, I'm sure I can try.
Thank you. Let's get the doc to the hospital.
Very well. So they get you to the hospital, doctor. Do you have anything else that you would like to do in this besides your downtime activity of trying to find a hearse? That was your other objective, wasn't it?
No, I think besides that, I think for my character, I'm a bit over the drama, and I just want to get to my straightforward tasks, or just
Right.
go straight to bed.
Right. Okay. And you're a little bit peckish too, so you realize that probably by the time you wake up, you're going to want to feed, maybe. Yeah. Okay. And does anybody else have anything else they would like to do? Say, add any scenes they would like to play out? No. Okay.
Kirkby.
All right. Well then, we shall. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. We'll wrap up right there.
Yep.
Thank you guys. That was great. Great role playing, by the way. Catherine, that was
Yeah.
amazing
So
role playing.
good.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to change my character tomorrow. It's gonna be so different. It'll be weird as fuck.
By the way,
Oh.
so we have agreed, if I'm not wrong, have I spoken to everybody about this Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're playing Wednesday night. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right. Because next Sunday I am busy, and I believe Catherine is busy too.
Is this a secret or what?
I'm going to see her at something, some event, some
Ooh.
secret event. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a role playing event though, sadly. But
Oh damn.
but we
What?
can still talk about stuff. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
exactly. No. We've got an event on Sunday, so
The barbecue
yeah,
contest.
it's barbecue.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Liars. A lot of you. I
You
know.
all
I
did
could
very
tell.
well. I thought you all did very well.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
seems to be good at this. I like it. It's so
So-
awesome.
Notice how, I mean, I don't know. I think Barry's character tonight was much more grounded. I thought that was really good. Like
Oh yeah, definitely.
the original Smith was too much like his sire, and I think this is a great
Yeah.
development.
Yeah, I like this. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Otherwise, it's going to have to kill him off.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
Sweet.
I do think John Shipman needs to have a conversation with me about some stuff. I'd like to get you more involved in the plot, and perhaps
I think I keep coming into it a bit, sort of drawn into it. So I'm sort of myself. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Just kind of like
Right.
watching
Yeah, I'm
what
listening
everyone's
and like,
doing. Yeah.
look, as long as you're okay with that right now, you know.
yeah, I'm fine with it.
I don't want you to feel like you're being left out. I know.
I'm trying to more play someone that isn't. I would rather be more secretive.
Right.
and
And that is going
rather
to put
just
you
listen.
in that position where you are a
Yeah,
little bit
and then
more
I'm fine
background.
with that.
As long as you're okay with that, I don't. Yeah.
Yes, I will
you
use
have
that knowledge I listen to when it comes.
Do you have a
Right.
picture? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think.
Awesome. Let's see it, because
Bang it up on the share screen if you will.
Where did
just
I put it?
I think it's generic doctor guy.
Right. Hey, everybody.
Yep, Dr.
Hey,
Doctor
it's
Nick.
me. Okay.
What camera are you using, by the way, Luke? I'm impressed with the depth of field.
Logitech something.
Is it?
It's like a
just-
C920 or something like
it's a
that.
webcam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It spits out pretty good images.
You just see that? That's-
Ah,
Jesus.
Ah,
right.
So how old
This
is
has a huge Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Massive.
it.
how old is the doctor?
Probably. I'm still trying to figure that out. Probably
okay.
mid-20s. But
He looks mid-20s, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
is he
yeah.
actually?
Mid-20s.
Because you told us he's been a vampire for a year. Although he could have
Yeah,
been
just a
lying
year.
too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
I was lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool Nibanas. Well, again, thank you all. I've got the recording. I'll stop that and I'll stick that up on YouTube as soon as it's done processing and
Yeah.
send you guys the link in the Discord.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Which
Sweet.
party
See-
again?
What's
Which
that?
party again? Oh, like and I like to watch these now. Right?
Yeah, we
Ah,
do.
right.
We did the
This
whole
is a
like,
thing now.
and- what happened last week.
Cool.
Did he notice the map?
Yes. He chuckled a little bit and then deleted everything.
What? What am I
You.
missing?
You,
Me?
Russell. Yeah. Well, you saw the thing, the whole drawing thing.
Oh, did you do that on an actual map?
Yeah, we did it in an actual map. So literally we were
You're doing the scribbles.
Cheeky
Yeah, we-
little fuckers. Cheeky little fuckers. That's what you two are.
I will where is it? I feel bad for I feel bad. I'll show you.
They screenshotted it.
Hold up. Yeah.
Yeah, of course we did.
Of course you did.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go, Barry, for your hold up. I'll share this one. See if you can see it.
That's what they did to my map. Why does it say Luke and there's like a picture of a
it's
They
a
did.
mark
We've-
improvement.
We've got a story here,
That's two.
right?
The day London was destroyed.
Yeah.
How did Steve Allen get in there though? He's not even from this game.
He got a little like flag there. See, they were both on holiday.
Gus is actually on holiday.
Yeah.
Gus and Steve Allen is on holiday.
Right. Ooh,
Yeah,
I can see your taskbar.
That's a lot of
Dropbox, yeah.
tabs, man.
Bit of Acrobat. You got your calculator up
I'm
there.
gonna
I see.
stop this now.
Do you feel violated?
Yes, I feel violated just like looking at my calculator. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was fun. Actually, it actually just started with little bits and pieces, and then like Charlie started like putting Japanese words in there, and I'm like, that's so cool.
You were watching the video of the last game whilst doing that.
Oh, I think we were finished.
Yeah,
we were finished, and we were
tinkering
just
with
kind
our
of
characters.
Right.
And then like Charlie was just trying to delete some of the words because she was like the letters. And so we were making these pictures and it ended up looking like a watermelon. And then and Charlie started putting like faces in there and then like and I'm like, this is Luke. We're like Super Saiyan and all that stuff. And
Should have
Charlie's
been
like,
a Toreador. Should have been a Toreador.
She would have made a good Toreador actually, but she's a hilarious character. I think she's great.
So good. So
Yeah.
good.
It's a good place to start because
Yeah.
you're about to develop.
Yeah.
Wah.
Well, exactly. Basically, Tanya will just literally become later. So it will just start growing from what she is to like a better.
Right.
So there's a story going to be in there. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. It is already interesting. Cool. All right,
Yes,
guys.
it's so cool.
I'll let you go. And Wednesday night, same time, same bat channel. Nice to see everybody together for once, actually, too. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
See the whole group.
It's true.
Miraculous.
Miraculous. John, I'm Luke. I mean, sorry, I get everyone's characters and names confused. Are you going to join us at 7 next time on Wednesday, or is it going to be
7?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the only times I'll ever be late are every sort of second Sunday.
Okay.
So next Sunday we do, following Sunday when we go back to normal, I'll be an hour behind, but then the next Sunday I'll be at 7.
Would it make any difference to anyone if you wanted to? I could switch this whole game to a Wednesday night.
Whatever works for everyone else, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. My work's the only issue.
That's right. We talked about that, didn't we? Yeah, that's right. Your work would be the issue then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the only issue.
Okay.
Work.
Life.
All right. Well,
yeah, I'm fine with turning up an hour late. I always end up doing that with all the other games I've played on the Sunday anyway, so I'm used to it.
The other thing we could feasibly do is just keep in touch, and we could switch from Wednesday to Sunday depending on which days was best on that week. You know, so
like there will be some days where I finish before we start, so that's always a possibility. I can let you know if you guys want that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not too stressed about.
Same.
Okay. As long as you're good.
As long as it's not
for
Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. No.
Yeah, as long as it's not our precious Monday.
Right. That's the other day.
Oh, that's Monday, Tuesday.
All right. You
Okay,
have
cool.
a great night.
All
Thank
right.
you all.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
And